45 seconds. $30 seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Can I tell you who my favorite guy in the U.S. Congress is? Well, including the Senate?
Who?
Fetterman.
Fetterman is like me. He's got brain damage.
Yeah, there you go. Fetterman's like me. He's got brain damage.
Fetterman dresses like me.
He wears a sweatshirt, basketball shorts. I mean, I love Fetterman is like, that's my jam. Rick Scott, not so much.
No.
I hate him.
Wow. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge Show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Take for having the most state-of-the-art facility with backups on top of backups, all brand new stuff, freshly wired, no rats. We don't got any rats eating our stuff. Remember at the old, by the way, the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, Friday, August 14th, 2025. Gene Lasker. Hello, Gene Lasker.
Good morning.
How about it, everybody?
They're really busy over there on the computer.
Macho, you probably know of the issue I potentially might have at hand. Do you know what potentially the problem is, my friend? Is I can't seem to get, like it looks like maybe our internet is frozen in time at this point, or it is maybe down, and all the pages that I have up are going to eventually crash, and I'll have to reset them all. Which just like we got more internet problems.
Man, my wife's internet was down this morning when we woke up.
Well, okay, Gene, thank you. You live about 25 miles away, so thank you. I don't know if that would necessarily affect us, but potentially it could, my man.
The internet comes from the sky, right?
Yeah, the internet comes from the sky. Yes, it does.
Yeah,
indeed.
exactly. Yep.
Yep, it comes right from the sky, ladies and gentlemen.
Unfortunately, I think it's your computer because I'm good back here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just try it again, but me monitoring. I don't have to necessarily monitor the show. I like to always have the show up, and I'm monitoring it. Let me looking at chat a little bit. Maybe.
How do I look?
Well,
You look great.
Oh, you mean how do you look at the feed, or how do you look in general?
My camera, am I in the middle? My microphone right? I'm looking good.
Yeah, I mean, is Gene wants to know if he's looking good or not.
How the hell you're looking over at my screen? My screen don't show me.
I can't get us either. But let's not.
Can't get us?
No.
You can see them on your left monitor.
Oh, there you go. That's all I needed. But I can't see chat. I can't see, the info. God love my chat. When we get some good stuff from chat, we also get a lot of bad things from chat. But we try not to let it bug us now, don't we? So anyway, is Gene having the same issue as I am?
Gene's up and running.
I'm up and running.
Oh,
He's making his screen nice and big for him.
All right, here we go.
Mungos.
I got a skinny finger dude.
Let me that new computer that.
They said September, I believe.
Yeah, September. It's back ordered.
Let me. And now you're cutting it. Now you're cutting in and out. Let me. You're cutting in and out.
I was swinging back and forth.
All right. I mean, Jesus, we're having technical issues, so please don't.
He's working.
I can't see you, my friend, so I don't know if you're cutting out or you're just long distance Willie.
He was long distance Willie.
Okay. You will admit that I cannot see you.
No, you cannot see me.
No.
Okay. So I just
That's a good thing.
I'm over here blind. Okay,
but our new box or our new computer is
it's been on back order for a back order, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, it was October. Now it's September.
People keep buying them for AI usage, wasting our time and effort with AI when we really need one here, man.
I know. So do we have one?
Probably getting voted through the Hemo Straits.
So we're not obviously buying one off the shelf. We're having one custom made for us.
Yeah, the Get a Box guys.
Oh, really?
Bought top of the line.
Speaking of Get a Box, wasn't prepared to talk about this early. I got so many other things to talk about. But I got to tell you, first of all, I love Kevin from Get a Box. He's the best. Secondly, I'm just going to be honest with you. I've been trying to get Dutton Ranch on the Get a Box because the Get a Box pretty much got everything. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you. If you really, there's really not a lot that you could want and not find on a Get a Box. I mean, if it's Major League Baseball, if it's your favorite NFL team, if it's movies from the most popular, if you wanted to watch Pretty Woman or just some of the old school really good stuff, or I mean they got everything.
Grouper lives $50.
Everything, including but not limited to. Hold on, that was that Kevin Jordan from last night. Did you see the Kevin Jordan Venmo came in at $4.25?
Yeah, that was Grouper Lips.
Was that Grouper Lips?
Yeah.
Thank you, Grouper Lips. Oh, I just said Grouper Lips' real name. Yeah. Oh my God, he's gonna get doxxed. Life is gonna be ruined as we know it. So they're all gonna try to screw with poor Grouper Lips, and he's the best, is he not?
Yeah,
I think you're good on the YouTube there.
I think I'm back. Thank you very much. Sorry for even making it a thing. And of course, Lummy, of course, she didn't get first in today. She wasn't first in. Grouper Lips was first in. But you know who was there right before the show, my friend?
Glowbug.
The Glowbug. Now, Glowbug, I'm turning to you right now personally, okay? I'm speaking to you personally right now. So as many people as I'm really talking to, I'm really speaking to you, Glowbug, because I know that right at 6 you turn the show on. I think, is she a YouTuber or a Rumbler or a Facebook?
She's a Rumbler.
She's a Rumbler. Okay, so
Paper Towel Willie, $200.
It's got a good vibe so far, huh? It's Gene Lasker, I think, and we've not even scratched the Gene Lasker drama. I got some of that.
$20.
The best, when we are able to pull something out of our ass, that's happening to our life, something that we're doing in life that's a little bit drama-filled or, upsetting us or causing us some pain, or for Gene to get on his Facebook and post some bad things about a guy that used to paint his parts and use Facebook as a weapon. We sometimes use the show as, kind of like,
I try to be nice about it and kind of like beat around the bush a little bit.
But, like when the golf cart guy, it seems like all of our drama, though, Gene, is Gene related. Like you're the one that gets us in the most trouble with regards to golf cart places and now potentially a painter. Like you're the one that rolls around and has the most problems with people doing services for you.
I got a lot of things going on.
I got to think that you're a pretty tough customer. Like I think I'm a pretty easy customer. Like, if I went and I don't know, whatever. You look like, let me tell you something. I'm looking at this.
They think I'm a stupid redneck with a lot of money, and they charge me a lot of money.
Is that the problem?
That's what the problem is.
Hold on, but they should realize is that you're not. No, hold on. You're not a stupid redneck rolling around with a lot of money. What you are is a stupid redneck rolling around with a lot of money that happens to have a distribution platform of, tens of thousands of people, of which about 50 to 80,000 in Tampa Bay that know that you're a superstar. You're a content creator, a digital superstar, my friend. They don't realize that stupid redneck with money could cut your business right down to shreds, my friend, and make you not real cool and actually have people pick up the phone or go to your website and tell them, hey, I heard Gene Lasker talking about you on the show today, and man, did you hear me called you a piece of shiz and that you were horrible and you're a jobber and your paint sucks and everything. Like, man, Gene really lit your ass up, buddy. Oh, he did? Yeah. Go. How can I hear it?
How can I hear it?
Go to their Facebook or YouTube channel at the Bubba Army, which everybody on Earth has at least one of these three. Everybody on Earth that I could if you're a 12-year-old and above, I think everybody that has the ability to have a smartphone or even a home computer, you're going to be a member and belong and contribute to one of the following, at least. I don't think I can leave anything out. TikTok, which we have covered.
Yes.
X, which we have covered. Instagram, which we have covered. Facebook, which we really got covered. That's one of our biggest distribution platforms of all. YouTube, which that's our second biggest. Rumble, and what other? I think we're on TuneIn, and we're on, in some instances, we're even on the iHeart app. I mean, so Gene, yeah, you are a stupid redneck with money, but you got a pretty big hammer of social media platforms to really, 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 really bury a person. So, I've been looking for Dutton Ranch.
Yes,
I'm talking about Get a Box.
Yes.
So I've been looking for Dutton Ranch, and I can't find it. Because Get a Box is so extensive. Probably the only bad thing about Get a Box is they almost have too much content.
You get lost in it.
Like you can get genuinely lost in it. Like when I go to Get a Box and I start looking at the movies, like, oh yeah, you know what? I'd like to see that one. Yeah, yeah. Or like they have Godfather one. I might want to rewatch Godfather.
J-Law Bronco gifted 5 memberships.
Thank you, my friend. But they got so much. Like every TV series that Mayor of Kingstown, Lioness, Yellowstone, Tulsa King, White Lotus, Lioness, just all the big hits. They got them all. But I couldn't find Dutton Ranch, which is the new spinoff of Yellowstone that's got Beth and Rip that, basically start over. They moved to Texas. I can't tell you. I watched the opening episode last night, and within the first...
So the dad's out now?
Well, yeah, he got killed.
Died.
Remember,
Yeah,
he was the governor,
Yellowstone.
and he got assassinated. Remember?
Shot on the side of the road.
Remember?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah. And then so they killed off Kevin.
house.
They killed off Kevin Costner. So they probably, if they were going to keep it going, and rather call it Yellowstone, call it Dutton Ranch, because the main characters, if you kill off Kevin Costner, you still, if you're Paramount Plus, and you're thinking about, listen, okay, yes, that's the patriarch of the family, the whole thing, everything's built upon him being the grand or the son of the 1923 guy. Remember that, Lummy?
Yes.
That's what John Dutton was. Is he was the son, and they've already done 2 prequels. Was it 1883 and 1923?
Yes,
something
it is.
like that.
Yes.
Which kind of were like, how did John Dutton get to be the largest landowner? Was it in Montana? What was the make-believe state that they're... Montana, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. Wyoming, Montana.
Well, yeah, I forget what state, Yellowstone's based out of. So the dad dies because Kevin Costner in reality had a contract dispute with Paramount Plus on bringing back the new Yellowstone episode. So they're like, you know what? We'll just kill... All right.
We'll just kill you off.
We'll just, in the last episode, kill you. All right? So that gives... So then they're like, okay, how big of stars are the next level behind John Dutton? And are they big enough to carry a series? Well, right off the top of your head, the first person you think of is Rip.
Yeah.
You're like,
Rip.
So... By the way, I think all of us have watched Yellowstone. So I think you guys, if you don't agree with me, but if you do agree with me, give me an attaboy, because you're right. So Kevin Costner, he was the end-all be-all. But if your next level of cast members are pretty damn strong, and I think everybody would agree it would be Rip and Beth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rip and Beth, they're pretty damn strong. Like, they're pretty They're pretty badass. So, Paramount Plus is like, okay, we'll do a spin-off. Obviously Beth was John Dutton's daughter, and Rip was started as a kid on the Dutton Ranch and worked his way up to be the head of the Cowboy. Wasn't he the head?
He was adopted.
Well, I know, but his title at the Dutton Ranch was head of the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Like he ran the Cowboys.
Yeah, he did.
And they were real cowboys out there. They weren't cowboys, they were cowboys out there. Real cowboys, they're herding ranch all day and moving cows from one pen to another and, like shooting.
They're out in the fields and sleeping there so they can start up in
And
the
a lot
morning.
of times, Gene, a part of being a cowboy is just riding a fence line and making all the, make sure when you got land of that volume, 4, 5, 600 acres, 700, you got that type of acreage, you got to actually hire cowboys to, kind of manage the land, so to speak, from coyotes that are getting into your herd. And, you're talking about guys that have herds of 6, 7, 800, cattle. Like that's a lot of cattle. I mean, if you look up and down the pastures in Florida, like this, the ones off of 75 and all, I mean, you might see the biggest farm you may see here is like 100 head. Like that's, just because because Florida doesn't have as much sweeping, rolling, as rural Montana. Hell, you could probably buy 5,000 acres in rural Montana for what a half an acre on the beach would be here, right? I mean, so you can have, since you have all that land, you can have more herd of cattle, but you got to have real cowboys out there cowboying and checking the fence line and herding the cows and killing coyotes that kill you. Like they have to kill the bad guys that will jump the fence and kill their, So when they see a coyote and stuff, they kill them because that coyote could just be jumping the fence at night, taking down some head of cow. So anyway, Paramount I think made a really good, calculated choice and doing a spinoff with called Dutton Ranch, and the two main characters are Rip and Beth. It's about Rip and Beth being married and their life. I've only gotten through episode 1. I just started the first one last night. But Lummy, I'm just telling you, get a box. Now, I wasn't looking in the right category.
Yeah, that was a problem.
Yeah, you gotta, it's.
They got any instructions with it?
No, they don't. I mean, not really. Not really. You just got to plug it into one of your HDMIs, and you know what, Gene? You plug. Here's the instructions.
Plug and play.
You ready? Here's the instructions. Plug one into a power source, and then plug the other in to one of your HDMI, inputs. Most TVs have 4 of them. Some of the older ones have 2. But you got one of 2. You throw that in a empty.
L-card Rob, $50.
Oh man, talking about cowboys, right? Yes. So Gene, with the Get a Box, you just plug one into the TV, and you'll see the male fit. You'll see the fitting,
right,
and the other one into the wall, and then get the mini because it's kind of less bulky. The mini's a little bit more, but I would recommend you can literally hide it behind your TV, so it it really is aesthetically, you have a bunch of wires hanging down or nothing, so it has a cleaner look. If that mini will literally, you can zip tie it onto like a cord in the back or something, and that's the way to go. But I found Dutton Ranch, I found a little honey hole. I mean, when I was doing my global searches in the VOD Plus, I wasn't going to the very top little icon that gets you into TV series. So I was going on Paramount Plus, and it was showing me all the movies on Paramount Plus, but it wasn't showing me the TV series because I didn't know that you had to click on the top button, Willie, to get to toggle over to TV series. But I found it, and oh God, watch out. I'm going to tear that up. They had Lioness on there. And they had a couple ones that I've been, I started season 1 with Lioness and closed it out, but I didn't know. I forgot that I haven't seen season 2 or 3. Lummy, are you a Lioness fan?
Yes, I am.
Oh, with that bad.
That?
Oh, it's this African American woman that is works for the government, but she works for a division that's like undercover, where a lot of people don't even it's kind of like the kayfabe part of the CIA.
Yeah.
So they're
she's part of the CIA.
She's part of the CIA, but within the CIA, she's in a special Rambo. Nobody knows. They only come in during really, really, really bad things. Like, they come in and, like, they're almost like the Army. They're almost kind of like the Navy SEALs of the CIA. Wouldn't you think, Lemmy?
Yeah, I would say that, yes.
And it's a woman, Gene, and she's badass. Like, she can kick dudes' asses and fly helicopters, and she's hot, and she can shoot guns, and she can get bad guys. And by the way, she's hot. Did I say that? So you got a hot mulatto chick. I think she's half black, half white. So I think they got they cover all the bases there as far as men, right? I mean, it's
all covered.
I mean, listen, us white guys, let's say that, you may only want to, not necessarily date without, outside of your ethnicity. But if you date a mulatto girl, it just looks like a white girl with a good tan.
Shove it on spice. $20.
What, Gene?
You just half stupid then.
Oh boy.
Jeez, that's not what we're getting. But I'll let it fly, my friend. I'll let it fly, Gene. People are saying that I'm correcting you too often, and I should just let some of your outrageousness fly. So let me.
Probably not.
I'm thinking, you know what? Let's just let white.
The views and opinions made by Gene Lasker are not necessarily.
I think, Lummy, that we might only play that under real bad conditions,
yes.
But some of his stupid fleetiness that we just say, like, oh, Gene, stop it. Like, we kind of think it's funny, but we have to cover our ass. So, like, Gene, you need to settle down over there, buddy. So anyway, Gene, dating a mulatto girl is not make you half stupid. It's the best of both worlds in the fact that you're dating a white girl that has a really good tan. Like, that's a beautiful people. A lot of all white women pay lots of money to make their tan as golden brown as if they were mixed.
Yeah, and then they get cancer when they're old.
I don't know how that.
Cancer.
I don't know how. What type of stereotype is that? You're saying that African Americans?
No, he was saying the chicks that tan,
to try to be somebody else.
Oh yeah. For a white girl that tries to be somebody else, for just a standard white girl that tries to have a mocha-like skin,
right?
Like
it's not good for 'em.
like a mulatto woman would be. It's really not healthy for a white girl to try to be half.
So Dan said.
So, the best of the world is having a mulatto, which means she doesn't have to, go through any bad health type situations in order to get her skin that golden brown. Just comes, as you would say, Gene, it comes stock.
Yeah.
It comes stock.
Stock in it.
So the lioness is this, Lummy, she's mulatto, is she not?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she's mulatto. Isn't it Zoe Saldana or Zoe? I don't know what Chloe.
What does she call herself?
I don't know what she calls herself. I don't know what she identifies as.
Zoe Zaldano.
Yeah, send me some pictures of him so I can show Gene, the star of Lioness, which, by the way, goes back to my 13th fragmented thought. Man, go to getabox.com. You can use promo code Bubba. I can't really get that too far down the road on just. I just trust me on this. I know it's a little expensive. I do know that. But you'll never get another cable bill. I mean, you'll never get another, cable bill again. Really the only thing you may be using your local cable provider for would be internet. And at that point, I would say, buy the best internet they offer. And, I mean, what's the average cable bill a month? $200?
Yeah.
All right, well... and
that's on the cheap side.
In 2 months, 3 tops, your Get-A-Box is going to pay for itself, and it's got every pay-per-view.
My wife tells me mine's at $800.
800 pay-per-views.
$800 a month.
Hold on, your cable bill is $800 a month.
Yep.
Are you stupid? You over there like a monkey eating string cheese?
Yeah, Gene,
are you stupid?
Gene,
Do you not listen to the show?
I ain't had time.
We told
Bubba, Gene,
we told him 3 weeks ago.
Not only are you don't have time, you're part of the show, bitch. Like, don't tell me you don't have time to listen to the show, which I understand you don't, but you're here 2 days a week. You know how much we talk about Get-A-Box.
Yep.
Like, it's... Are you stupid?
Well, we told
you're paying $800 a month.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Jesus.
We told Gene a month ago about how Flow Racing and all his different
Dirt
stuff.
Vision,
paying all that.
It's all on there.
And he said I'm going to go down. I'm going to go buy one.
Watching the 360 Nationals cost me $59.
Oh, I know. You know how much it costs? It's Get-A-Box. Give me the price. Like what is? It's a little bit expensive. Yes, it kind of is. What is it? $4.99?
No,
for
no.
What's for the mini?
I
would
believe
suggest
it's $3.29.
Okay, so it's three. Let's say
That's a third of my bill.
Let's say it's $3.29. Give me the full retail on a mini. Is it $3.29?
I'm looking them up now.
I want to make sure I'm right. Getabox.com, and then when you go to when you go to put a promo code when they ask for one, type in Bubba, and I think that gets you like 10% off or something. It gives you a discount, maybe 50.
It's like $25 off.
Yeah, you get like
it's $3.35, and then if you use promo code Bubba, it's $25 off, so it's $3.05.
So if you use promo code Bubba at getabox.com, it's $305
for a mini.
And you want to get the mini because you can literally just zip tie it to some wire in the back of your TV.
Zip tie it.
Nobody will see it. Like,
cool.
I don't want this. I don't like wires hanging from my TV. I like it for it to be a little clean looking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, four.
Oh, no. So I'm just saying. So if you buy the mini, it literally can go in the back of your TV and hide it. Like it's not a big deal. It's $305 if you use the Bubba promo code. And I'm just going to tell you, it's absolutely a game changer. You just go on there and start navigating around, and you'll learn it in about. It'll take you about 15, 20 minutes for you to mess around and go all to the different channels and then the sub channels, and it's gonna, but you learn how to. What I would say is when you're learning Get a Box and you see something that you like, hit the favorites button. It's like you hit the favorites button, then it puts it in your favorites hopper, and then you can always go to there from something that you potentially might want to watch. But like Gene, so ask Sarah what your cable bill is if you were just to pay for the best internet you can have. What would your bill?
We get the best internet you can have. Matter of fact, I think we get 2 of them.
All right, so out of the $800 a month, how much of that is internet only?
Probably $300.
Well, okay, so that's what your bill would go down to. So your bill would be $300 a month instead of $800 a month, and at that point, let's say you buy a couple of these boxes, maybe 3 of them. One for, you could have one out in the garage.
I only need 2.
All right, so you need 2. You buy 2 of them. And so you got $305, you got $610. But you're saving $500 a month from my bill's usually $800, but if I was just to pay for internet, it would probably be 3, 8, 8 minus 3 is 5, so you got $500 savings. You're saving $500 a month, which in 45 to in 50 days, that box has paid for a whole year's worth of your service, and you probably, with just your straight Spectrum cable, you might get 5% of what Get a Box offers, meaning you got 95% more content now. Gene, let's take this. What do you pay for your what do you pay for your Flow Racing and your Dirt Vision?
Yeah, I pay a lot.
All right, so it probably all in $300 a year.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah,
savings.
Yep,
you can cancel those. Got it. Get a Box. So now,
and then all the independent ones, I just watched 360 National. That cost me $59.
Yeah,
Friday night show.
It would have been. You would have found it on Get a Box. Let me privately. We need to get him. We need to get him in touch with the right person.
Oh yeah. Well, I tried before, but Gene, like you said, he's busy. So
I just am busy. I need to slow my whole life down.
I want everybody just to quickly. I want to just show everybody, because today is the first day that Gene's in 4th grade. Gene's in 4th grade. Okay, today's contest is, I have it right here. We even have it ready to go, but it's going to be, and this pretty much explains what happened.
Now that Gene failed 5th grade, he is ruggedly in 4th grade. The Bubba the Love Spung Show presents Gene Lasker. Is he smarter than a 4th grader? Brought to you by Morgan Exteriors.
I mean, man,
so Kurt Morgan took me to lunch yesterday.
How good is AI now? That sounded just like Trump. Man, I mean, you guys can make fun of AI all you want, but I mean, that's pretty cool to be able to do that now. But now, so you had lunch with Kurt Morgan?
Yeah, so he was trying to let me know that, you
need to step it up a little bit?
Yeah.
He's like, hey.
I go, Morgan, you knew them answers?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did. He goes, turn your phone over and I'll send them to you.
No.
And I'm going,
see, that's what
I'm not cheating it.
Let me, I got
It's
too
not-
far.
it's
Remember,
not
I got
fun to
into the
cheat.
glow bug situation, and I know
Yes.
that she's listening. Sorry, I'll revisit that. I opened the whole show up with it. But so just to verify with everybody, just to give you a quick look, this is the website of which I'm getting Gene's questions from. There you go. It says, educational trivia questions for the 4th grade. So just to let everybody know, I've also shown Gene that, so I can't get people accusing me of, which I have. Bubba is asking way harder
Hit him with
questions.
the hard questions on the end, so he couldn't win.
And Bubba tries to rig it. No, I go right down the list.
Right.
And the other list was for 5th grade. The same website has a 5th grade section. And they have by the way, they have a 2nd grade section too. They have you can go up to every grade, that they offer in regular public education, meaning, in the public education system outside of college, you go up until your 12th grade year. After you're called a senior at that point, you graduate. Now you've graduated high school. Now you have a high school diploma. That's the highest that our public education system offers. And Gene Lasker currently is in 4th grade.
my son says, I only got 2 more years of school. And I go, okay, what are you trying to say? Well, you got a long way left.
I'm going to graduate before you are.
He goes, you'll never catch me.
So anyway, Lummy, I just want to let everybody know, I was particularly saying, Glowbug, I know you're listening right now, and so I'm coming back 26 minutes later. I'm so sorry for being so fragmented right now. So sorry. But Glowbug, please, guys, do not, even though, one of these times I'm going to allow chat, to be involved. Maybe next week, Lummy. Once a month, we're gonna let in Gene's Are You Smarter Than Whatever grade he happens to be in. And during those contests on Wednesday and Friday, at one time or another, once per month, we're gonna allow chat assist. And that means within our chat world, specifically on YouTube, because that's where Gene can't. I don't think Gene can toggle between YouTube.
No, I have him.
I got
both
both.
up.
Facebook and Rumble.
No, I have him with Rumble and YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Gene can toggle back and forth, and so we will allow that. But please, you Rumblers and you YouTubers, yes, when we ask them a question, throw in the right answer. But also,
in the wrong answer.
When as you're a chat guy and you see a bunch of the right answers, throw a curveball in there.
That's
be like,
the
Gene, I'm
deal.
telling,
Go ahead.
and even say things like this, Gene, I'm telling you, trust me.
I'm only listening to Black Guy from Cali.
Yeah.
He's going to tell me the truth.
If Black Cat, listen, here's the deal. Glowbug, Black Guy from Cali, please do not just spoon feed Gene the right answer every time, because he'll know then he'll always go to your answer and we'll get screwed. He really doesn't know it. We want this contest to be truly a skill of his knowledge, no cheating. Now, I know that comes from somebody that obviously has cheated before. Me. I cheated in a lot of things. Please. I mean, just to be wired as to who I am, you got to be somewhat narcissistic. You got to be somewhat of a grifter. You got to be a little bit, have some mental health issues. You're in here every day talking behind a microphone with 3 or 4 of your best friends that you really, at the end of the day, it's just us talking amongst each other. We don't really have any, audience that we're not on stage and we can see everybody that's out there, but we're basically talking to ourselves, but a lot of people are listening to that conversation. Right?
Sometimes I get away from that, and I forget about that.
Sometimes I forget that I'm even on the air.
Yeah.
And I let my guard down, and I start saying more racial stuff than I already would be saying. Jesus. Oh, my God. So anyway, I just want everybody to know, Glowbug and all the great people of chat, you got to work with me on this if we're truly going to be able to be funny. Because Gene getting them all right is not funny. And you guys giving him... Now, if Gene would get them all right on his own, that's fantastic. And when we get down to 2nd grade, Gene might very well do that. He'll never, he may not miss one. But please, let Gene...
2nd grade?
Let Gene's stupidity shine through on its own. And please...
I feel that Walker's going to pass me up.
When we go to Chat Assist, throw him a couple good ones, but then throw a couple... Gene... You gotta trust me on this one. It's whatever. Let me tell you something. It's the answer is whatever. No, Gene. No, you
The
look
Chattanooga, there'll be like 9 answers on there. I got to pick
that would
from
be,
them.
That would be
exactly.
great.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Absolutely great.
Oh, man.
So today is Gene. We're prepared, but yes, Gene will have his first test in 4th grade. Gene used to be. We started out Gene in 5th, and Gene stayed in 5th for a little bit. Now we're down to he lost 3 in a row in 5th grade, which then within the rules it cuts you down to
He was
grade.
in for 6. 6 of them.
We should have had a curve there,
What do you mean a curve?
Like you got so many. There's a curve angle where they could pass your.
So what would your curve be on 0?
You know, he probably shouldn't have said that.
That kind of frank dialogue troubles me.
More of the Bubba the Love Sponge Show after this.
All right, Chattamungos, give me some thumbs up so I can at least have no pressure on that. Mad Mike saying, read the correct answers. Why? Because you want to know the answer too, Mad Mike? Yeah, you guys don't know all of them either. Yeah, I don't know social studies, but I got a badass garage. I know wrenches and sockets and air tools. Matter of fact, since I got Milwaukee tools and so I use battery operated ratchets and all that, and I got a Milwaukee air blower that blows the, if I want to blow the shavings off of something I'm drilling. And then my Milwaukee air pump that I bolt on that stuff and airs anything up.
Let me make sure that Kevin gets that air check.
I haven't turned my air compressor on in my shop since about 3 months now.
Why?
Because the Milwaukee's take care of everything.
Oh, portable wise.
Yeah. The Milwaukee air pump, you need to get one of them, Bubba. And it's just you walk up, you
So you
screw
don't.
the
So
valve
it
up.
really saves the line to having a big air compressor line running everywhere.
You don't have none of that no more.
Bubba, line 1.
Can let me send me a link to it? We'll get into it.
Well, line 1's Black Guy and Cali. He just wants to.
He calling in.
Yeah. All right, I'll get him. Then we're gonna go to the legacy coins.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go to Gene's paint job.
Okay.
Okay, Gene.
Okay.
That's where we're going. We'll come out of the hole with Black Guy from Cali. Okay. Then legacy, then paint job.
Wow. This frame we just got done with the other day, that's my transmission mount. My bolts on, so I can take it off and on. We plated the whole frame up. Let's see here. Where's the rear end at? put a 4 link in it.
I saw that on Facebook.
It's looking cool, ain't it?
I watched the whole thing, and you
So
got
we're all-
Here's what's so cool is that all your suspension parts that most people would either just paint or whatever, you powder coat. So it will gonna look that much better. But 2, think about how long it'll never wear out. It'll never wear out.
No, and I'm clearing everything.
Other guys, when they have restorations, they're usually sometimes painting the bottom end like after a couple of years because they get chips and
I'm primering
and plus
and clearing.
Well, plus powder coat you can get to look shinier naturally
Forever.
than something that's been painted.
Yeah, because it's like.
But if you're an enthusiast and you look at a guy who has all of his shit powder coated, it makes it that much cooler. Like you're like, man, that guy didn't fucking cut no corners on his frame, and you know it's a frame up. Like
Well, see,
because some restorations sometimes they won't take the body off. You know what it's called but what you're doing is called a frame up restoration. You're going down. Central Florida and all across the great state of Florida. Listen up. When your business or home needs serious wiring done right, there's only one crew I trust, GPZ Cabling. They're Florida's premier low-voltage contractor, handling data cabling, fiber optics, Wi-Fi access points, audio and video systems, access control, and security cameras that actually work when you need them. From Orlando to Tampa, Jacksonville to the Keys, GPZ's got the whole state covered. And make sure you tell them Bubba sent you. You're going to get 20% off your install. Call GPZ Cabling today at 813-524-6794 or visit gpzcabling.com. GPZ Cabling, Florida's premier low-voltage contractor. Don't get wired up wrong, get wired up right. GPZ Cabling.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. All at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
Check it out. Seth. And this guy, I think he's making his last-minute push for Barb.
Seth Wiley.
Seth Wiley comes in on the PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, at the Bubba Army. Thank you, Seth. I think he's posturing or making it up for that last-minute Barb total of 2 G's.
He paid 2 G's just now?
No, that's what everybody's barked. Do you even know about stuff that goes on around here? I don't think you do, bud.
Gene, did you download the app?
I don't think, Lummy, you know what? Lummy, you know the answer to that before you even ask it, right?
What app?
Yeah, there you go. Gene, did you download the app? ... What app? The app that we sent you the link to.
Is it ready?
No, we're asking you to, Lummy, just don't worry about it.
Never mind.
Like he's going to figure
you want me
it
to
out.
download it to see if it works?
It would be, Lummy.
Yes, sir.
I got to even find apps first.
Lummy. It would be probably the way to get this done, to get maybe potentially...
You'd have to tell me out.
No, shut up. I'm going to tell how to do it. You idiot. God, you're nonstop over there. Just a flapping. Because I got a problem. But I'm trying to blurt something out. I got there's something I specifically want to say, and you keep derailing me with your nonsense.
Dr. Remulak, $100.
Oh, my God. My man. Dr. Remulak, thank you. So, Lummy, if you really want to get Lasker's opinion, because anything technical goes through Sarah anyway.
Yeah.
So what happens is anything technical.
Well, you say that like that's a bad thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Great
I think
thing.
It's a great thing for Sarah.
What asset I got?
I think it's a great thing for Sarah that she can help her husband figure out rudimentary type tasks that, basically chimpanzees could learn. Yes, it is good for her to have that relationship with you, Gene. Yes, indeed. You are a lucky man because you have a woman that is very, very smart and can also dummy herself down to Gene Lasker level and teach you things in life. Yes, not only is your wife very attractive, not only do you love her very much, but quite frankly, I don't know if you could even function without her. I don't even know if you could roll around life without her.
Justin Showtime
I'd be in a
Webster,
smaller garage, that's for sure.
No, you would be like
20.
20. Go ahead, Lummy.
Justin Showtime Webster, $20.
Thank you, Justin
Gene.
Showtime Webster. So, Lummy, send the app to Sarah and say, Sarah, could you please maybe navigate around on this and let us know if you find any bugs or hiccups within this. This is Bubba's new app. He wants Gene to do this task, but indeed Gene's not capable of. And we know.
I'll do it with her.
Shut up, Gene. And so we know that if we did send it to Gene and it was a homework assignment that he was supposed to get done for the show, you would end up doing it anyway. So let's cut out the stupid middleman and let me just send it right to you, Sarah. And could you report back this? This is from you, obviously.
Yes.
Could you report back to me, by early next week sometime? By the time Gene gets back on the air Wednesday, could you please give me your report? And very well she could be, because let me right now, people that are beta testing the app, we're down to I'm not bragging or anything, but you and Macho Man can help me out here. We're down to the final phases of just it's kind of more of the secretarial / business, making sure we have the right numbers, routing numbers, and what have you. But we're down to that part of the app where we've all tried to make it hiccup. We've all tried to plug it in our CarPlay and then turn our phone screens go from active mode to resting home screen mode, and does the stream still keep playing? That was a problem we used to have. That's been resolved. Does it automatically pop up on your CarPlay when you plug? Yes, immediately it pops up. I think we got the bugs worked out. So the report coming back from Sarah Lasker could very be.
Well, this is the thing, though. This is the difference. Formerly Bob Beltrada, 25, is we were missing the person like Gene.
Oh, the stupid person.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so I understand.
Yeah,
you know
did.
Hold
You're
on.
looking right at me and saying it, too.
He didn't.
Inferior.
Lummy, it's Gene, I said it. Don't get mad at Lummy for it. Okay? I said it. You're stupid. But you're not. Gene, I say that in a very affectionate way. Oh, Lummy, I even hate to even tell people what just happened right now.
My screen went out.
Yeah.
Did yours?
Yeah, well, Lummy.
That's where it is.
I'm blue screen. I think he's got the same situation I got.
We all have it.
I got black screen.
Macho, can I throw it over to you real fast? Is this really pissing you off with regards to the amount of money we pay to have a double redundant internet Willie at the highest capability known to man, and we have nothing but these type of issues?
I mean, it's not an internet issue because I'm checking our monitor right now. We're up on Frontier. It's just that machine has just been a pain in the ass.
So it does. Hold on now.
So we could go get a temporary machine to get the other machine.
No. Does Gene run on my same machine?
No. He's seen they're mirrored your screen.
Yeah, we see it in our screen,
so they can see what you're playing.
My blue light's coming back.
But they can only see my left screen. They can't see my right screen. I don't want them seeing my right screen.
They can't see the naughty stuff.
Because I don't got naughty. Macho Man, do you know you just throw you just threw the bad people a bone, and they're all going to be like, the headlines are going to read, Lama, you ready? Even his engineer knows that he is a very shady, untrusty, very, very, very bad person.
That got us to the dance, though.
Even so, it finally took till August 14th, 2026 at 6:47 Eastern for the truth to come out, and that is Bubba's very naughty. He has very naughty things pulled up on his, and I don't.
Well, that's all right.
I don't.
You got stupid
just for the
friends
record,
too.
He does not. That was a joke.
I mean, I could, on my right screen, I have this. I'm going to be honest with you. On my right screen, this is what I have on my right screen. The first box is usually our YouTube feed. So I can see the chat and everything, right? And then my second one is I've been monitoring deadly intentions, so I'll have the deadly intentions. Then the third one will be I have that futures futures app that shows you the future commodities of gas, silver, gold. I mostly monitor it to see what the daily Brent crude oil is trading at. It's been as high as 118 one day and as low as $69, and it's all contingent upon this Iranian situation that we're involved in. It seems like the futures of Brent crude oil is contingent upon that, and it fluctuates based on whether Trump says he's going to attack or we're not attacking. And it seems like, when we attack, it goes down, and when we're at a ceasefire, everybody burn a timeout. It it doesn't it goes up.
Yeah. That's the way it goes. While you're getting that's horrible to look at, your computer screen back up. Do you want to go to Black Guy in Cali?
Yeah, I do. I do want to go to Black Guy in Cali. I have him written
I thought
down
we was
here.
already there. My screen's black.
No, so
It's black,
Sarah, here's the deal. Gene, here's the deal.
All right.
We're going to send you the app. I don't want Sarah doing the work for you because
I'll do it.
No, but hear me out, bud, because she really is good. And I don't want I want a guy that has the technical skill set of you, because I think that your barbaric type skill set is very much prevalent.
Pretty barbaric.
Well, just don't break down my words, okay? At this point, just go with it. But Lummy, I'm trying to explain to him is I think that there's a portion of our audience that is as technically barbaric as Gene is.
Yes.
So, Gene, you're representing that, fairly large portion of our listening audience that has the mentality and barbaric technical skill sets that you do. You know what I'm saying?
1%er.
No, I don't think I think it's quite higher than that, my friend. I think it's more like 15. But Lummy, if we could get that, if that 15% of Bubba Army, you're not necessarily book smart, but you're street smart. Hell, you probably own your own business. You're probably pretty damn successful, but you got, you're not real good on the technical stuff, and, you didn't really pay attention in high school much. You went out there and busted ass and were a hustle like Lasker and a gypsy and a getaway driver and a car.
I didn't learn much because I was always worried about working.
He didn't learn much because he was always about the dark side of society. Gypsy, getaway driver, stealing leather jackets from JCPenney and turning them in.
Working for the fair.
Working for the, yeah, he was a carny for a while. Like, Gene been arrested 16 times. We got some guys out there probably, gotten into a little bit of trouble over their lives. Earlier on, they might have been doing something a little shady in life, but now they've legitimized themselves, and they're really a good husband and an dad, and they started their own business 20 years ago, and it's going pretty good, but they can't, download anything on their phone. They're, Lummy, you see those kind of guys, and they just hand their phone to their significant other.
Yes,
they just hand it to it. I've seen Lasker. Here, Sarah, and he just hands her the phone. There is no pass. She just goes in there and navigates around and does whatever she wants, and then she say, "Here, Gene, this is what you were looking for," and she hands it back to Gene, and Gene, like a monkey, then grabs it and looks at it, and thinks that he may have been the person that got there. So, Gene, we're going to send you the app. If you could barbarically navigate around and see if you can figure it out, and then come back to us Wednesday with a.
So what am I doing? I'm finding places to go or something in there.
I can't even really explain it to you right now.
Just download it.
Just download it and
try to listen to
it. You got any instructions in there?
Let me look at him mean and say, just download it and mess around with it.
Just download it and mess around with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, black guy
That's
from
your mean face.
Black guy from Cali. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Monty.
Hey, I just wanted to call in and mark out to Gene. Tell him, thank you.
I mean, let me, if you advertise yourself.
Black.
Hold on, sir.
Everybody out there.
Black guy from Cali. Let me just get a couple things straight. First of all, I am very appreciative. You are huge Bubba Army. You're there every day for us.
Every day.
You contribute. You and Gene got a special little dynamic within chat. So I want to let you know that I appreciate you very much so. I know you're Bubba Army P1, and so I hope that you could roll with the joke so that when you describe yourself as a black man from Cali, and indeed you are a black man for Cali, I think that that might be in a inner circle Bubba Army, if you know kind of way. I think that's kind of funny. What's your ruling on it, black man from Cali?
Hey, Bubba, I've been here since the Power Pig days, and I understand the show, and I get Gene, so I love it. I can deal with it.
So, black guy from Cali, what were you going to say, my friend?
Wait, really?
Yeah, well, you're calling in about something.
Oh, that's it. Like I said, I just wanted to mark out to Gene and tell him thanks for giving me a shout out on the regular.
Oh, I mean,
tell him too with the answers when we have them help Gene.
Who?
When Black Guy and Kelly help.
Oh yeah, Black Guy from Cali.
Yeah,
Listen.
that's what I said. I said he'll tell me the truth.
So Black Guy from Cali, Gene and you have really established a pretty good relationship on chat. Like you guys, you got Gene's back, he's got your back, he likes you. So. That being said, you being kind of a Gene Lasker fan, if you will, you might be the kind of guy that give him all. You and Glowbug might be the kind of that gives him all the right answers. So we want you, Black Guy from Cali, to give us your word that you're going to throw some curveballs in there as well.
Oh, definitely.
Don't listen to Bubba, man. Be a fro brother.
Don't be
What brother?
A fro brother?
Yeah.
You're not a fro brother.
My hair. He's got a fro and I got a fro.
Well, you got a white trash mullet, Gene. He's got.
I'm bald headed. I'm bald headed.
Yeah, and if you back in the day,
nobody can tell that over the radio.
Now, Black Guy from Cali, let me ask you a question. When you used to have hair, could you get one of those big ass '70s afros going? Because some black guys can and some guys can't. It's based on like how your hair texture is or something.
That's the last time I had one was in the '70s.
How big was it? Was it like big? Like some.
It was like at least 5 or 6 inches long.
Hell yeah! Did you have the pick where you'd pick it out?
Yeah, I had the fist on the phone, on the comb and everything.
Oh yeah, so you had the Black Power fist on your afro pick, and that's about as stereotypical as one could get now. Can you not? Now,
yeah.
Now let me ask you a question, Black Guy from Cali. Did you ever go with like the Rick James wet look? Did you ever go with that look?
I did have a Jerry curl for a little while, but that's about it.
Man, Rick James, remember, so let me, I wish I had pictures where you could show me, but like, back in the day when, the cool black guys that you, like, being a white kid in Indiana, the cool black guys we would be exposed to would be like Rick James, because we're watching TV, like MTV, and She's a Super Freak was like my 9th grade year. So, Rick James had that real wet look, that real Jerry curl look. And then I'm trying to think, probably the Jackson 5 or like Black Guy from Cali, who had the best real brother afro?
Real brother afro.
Back in the day. This is Rick James right here. Rick James had that wet look, like that wet look. And Black Guy from Cali says that he at one time did have a Rick James.
Yeah, it was like the Commodores or
the Commodores.
Or Jim Kelly.
Remember the Commodores, Lovey?
No, that was just
you don't remember
the
Commodores?
No.
Oh man. So give me a picture of the Jackson 5, because I remember. So Black Guy from Cali, there was that time of period where the Rick James wet look was cool for brothers, but then before that, it's always been like the afro.
Yeah, all the little guys had that. All the Michael Jacksons.
Yeah, except I don't know, and I even think that the Jackson 5. Here I go. I'm gonna see. Yeah, here. Hold on.
They all had fros.
These were afros, man. These were like.
There you go.
Yeah, like right here, like right here. Look at that. That's some man. That is a strong afro.
That's a real
game.
black family.
Well, of course, Gene. It's also a very talented, very black family. Do you know, Gene? Not that this is part of the 4th grade curriculum. And Black Guy from Cali, do not answer him. But Gene, do you know where the Jackson family is from? Where they grew up?
The ghetto?
No, they are from Gary, Indiana.
Black Guy, I told you not to answer, bitch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You idiot. I told you not to answer, you idiot. Yes, everybody knows they're from Gary, Indiana.
Well, they were a good family because the dad stayed with them the whole time.
They're not from. Hold on.
Whoa,
they're not from the ghetto.
Whoa,
no, Gene, there's a ghetto in every city, Gene.
Isn't Gary pretty ghetto?
Yes, but
there you go.
But in New York, every major metropolitan has a ghetto section. So ghetto is not a city; it's a area within each city. Gene, you idiot!
Well, don't ask the black person that, because they'll say it's a city.
No, the black guy said Gary, Indiana. That's what the black guy did. That's the guy we got on the phone right now, the expert of afros. And so, Black Guy from Cali, you had an afro back in the day.
Yes, sir.
And with the black power, with the black power pick.
Yes.
And like, did you have to put any like hairspray or anything in it, or would it just fro out naturally?
My mother used to put Afro sheen on my head.
Oh hell yeah! I remember I'd watch Soul Train on Saturdays, and man, they'd be like, this segment is pronounced. This segment brought to you by Afro Sheen. Afro Sheen, what a true black man puts on his hair. Afro Sheen. Want to be cool like the Jackson 5? Use Afro Sheen. And it was like, what was Afro Sheen? What was the was it like hairspray? Was it like hair gel? What was it?
I don't know what it did, but it made your hair wet.
Oh, it made it wet.
Brill cream.
Yeah, and shiny.
Yeah.
Glistening.
So Afro Sheen would be more towards the Rick James look.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But let your hairs go straight up.
Yeah,
down.
Rick James had that wet Jerry curl. And then, of course, Jackson 5 had the true afro. So, anyway, black guy from Cali, we want to, when we do open it up, Gene smarter than,
Don't listen to him. I'll be looking for your name.
Whatever grade he's in.
Cali. Give me the good answer.
Please don't
Help me out.
Don't just now
help a fro brother out.
Now, black guy from Cali, occasionally give him the right answer so then that'll give him a false sense of security because he will answer one of your questions correctly. In fact, and actually, and then just mix it up from there.
Don't hate on the white guy now.
No, but we're trying to get. You know what, Gene? This is actually completely opposite of how really society is perceived nowadays. This is a black guy trying to help out a white guy.
I know, and you're trying to help him not help the white guy.
So this is a black guy trying to help a white guy, and the white guy's friend is telling the black guy not to help the white guy.
Yeah,
that's what this is.
We got this all crazy, don't we?
That's a very rare dynamic in today's society. Anyway, black guy from Cali, man, appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for calling.
All right, thanks.
All right, man. Black guy from Cali, man, been a fan of the show since the Power Pig days.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Gene, and I bet you Lummy knows where it's at too. So, everybody's going to start like clowning me a little bit on this, but as I get older, I've put a lot more value on family. And as I get, as we're not racing as much, our last 2 races have gotten canceled at Ocala Speedway, Bubba Raceway Park. So, and we've kind of skinnied down the schedule because racing in Florida, there's just not enough cars, and there's 4 or 5 tracks to choose from. You got Kenny and New Henry. You got Ocala Speedway. You got Lake City. You got Alltech. You got I think that's about. Oh yeah, and Volusia. So there's just not enough cars for all of us to be running every Saturday night. So we all kind of have working together, and we schedule races like every month to every 6 weeks. And so we don't have to be up there so much. And not only that, but the market Gene, that local racing is in trouble right now. Like the streaming services, Flow and Dirt Vision and what have you, that's great. And listen, I watch them just as much as everybody else does, but what that does is it keeps people from coming out to your local track on Saturday night and watching the local guys when they can watch, that's like this. Would you, on a Saturday night, would you go to your local high school football game if it was on a Sunday? Or and watch a local football game on Sunday, a high school football game on Sunday, or would you rather watch the NFL Sunday Ticket?
NFL Sunday Ticket.
I mean, yeah, of course. So, do you go out to your local Saturday night, local dirt track where most of your guys are local talent? They're great racers, and some of them are even as good enough to be on the big guy circuit, if you will. But it's not the big guy circuit. It's not the professional highest level of dirt racing that you could literally be in your living room
watching Flow,
watching it, in your underwear, having your girl bring your microwave popcorn and beers,
watching a little man beat everybody.
Or you could be on some metal bleachers, right, having to park I don't know how far to get your seat, watching a bunch of Crown Vics spin out, and watching not some like people that spin out and aren't listen, as good as you have local racers that are Gene Lasker and Tyler Clem and Mark Whitener and Ivan at Lloyd and Seth Geary, Gene, some of the local big shoot, whether it be old timers or up and coming new kids that are really, really good, making it out of Florida and becoming a professional race car driver is very rare because Florida is not recognized at, like, when you think of dirt racing or local short track racing, you think of Indiana,
Pennsylvania,
Ohio, Pennsylvania, Iowa. You know, that's kind of the states that are like, you know, that's where the best of the best. So that's where those kids they race against better competition. They race more often during the summertime. I mean, in Florida, you're lucky to find.
You get rained out all the time.
Yeah, in Florida, you got a 50-50 shot of raining out. And then if you're talking about the months of like June through to September, you know, Gene, at that point, it's a 50-50 rain out because it's our rainy season.
Bad.
And so, you know, you're pulling 2, 3, 3.5 hours to the track. You're burning up, I don't know how much diesel fuel at $5.50 a gallon. And you're racing, you know, a bunch of local guys, and you're a local guy, and it costs you $2,100 to get your car ready, right? You know, Gene, new rubber, you gotta have new tires, so it costs you, you know, $2,100 to get your car ready, and you're racing for $800. And the tracks can't pay any more than that because we don't have anybody coming into the stands as much. When we used to do 1,000 people on a Saturday night, we're now doing 300 because everybody's at home.
Too hot out.
Well, Gene, again, you sound like the average. You sound like the average fan. Gonna rain. Too hot. Rather just stay home and watch World of Outlaws or Lucas. Or, you know what, USAC, there's a real good non-wing show going on, like, you know, or the 360 Nationals.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Rico.
Know, are you going to come to my track this Saturday night, or are you going to watch the finals of the 360 Nationals on Flow?
Greatest race ever, wasn't it?
Right. So you're going to watch, I'm not the 410. So the Knoxville 410 Nationals final is this Saturday night. Are you going to watch that, or are you going to pay... You know, 2 pit passes are $35. That's $70. Are you going to pay $70 for you and your girl to go to your local short track, have access to the pits, and sit on bleachers all night and watch a bunch of, you know, door bangers?
Yeah.
It's and listen, as tough as it is to be on the fan and racer side of it, you should see how tough it is to be on the owning a track side of it. No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you know, I mean, we're losing way more than you are. I mean, you know, before we pay one racer, we got 3,000 or 4,000 in expenses between all the concession people, the insurance, insurance, the track announcer, the flagman, all the guys who run the wrecker crew, the pit steward, the announcer, the scorekeepers, the ticket takers. Like, I mean, we got $3,000 or $4,000 before we get racer one. Before one person buys a hot dog and pays for a full admission price to come watch the races, we start our night out at $4,000 in the hole.
Jeez.
So, I mean, you know, and you usually, back in the day, you could make that up because you had, you know, 120 cars. Each car brings 3 or 4, you know, guys for the pits, and then you got, you know, 600-700 in the bleachers, and that's where, you know, your back gate with your pits and your racers, that pretty much pays the purse if you have a big enough car count, and then usually your grandstands are where your profit is.
And then Lasker gets in a bus and tears your fence down.
And then Lasker gets in a bus and tears my fence down that costs me $12,200 to fix. See, here's what racers don't understand. When these door jammers out there racing the Crown Vics and they put the other guy into the wall and then he climbs up the fence, you don't realize that, you know, I have to pay for that fence guy, and let me. I just most recently got hooked up with Travis the welder and Austin from Austin Fence. But before I had a fence hookup, I'd have to call the local Ocala fence guy, and he'd come out there and be like, "Yeah, you know, I can weld it here and bend it there, and you know, if it was all new, it'd be $12,500, but I could probably put it together for about maybe 5,000 or 6,000 to cobble the fence together, and you know, a couple guys that paid you $35 to get in, and you paid him $50 to finish in last place, and he only bought 2 pit passes, but he caused $5,000 in damage. Yeah, I mean the numbers get pretty painful pretty quick.
Jason Lindquist, $10.
So anyway, Gene, we're gonna send you We're gonna send you the link to the app, and
I'll send it to him.
Yeah.
So I'll get with Gene and have him look it up on his email.
Okay, good.
All right, thank you, Gene.
Yeah, because I've
and
done it.
Sarah,
Yeah.
please don't help him. Okay, thank you.
Do I get email on my phone?
Oh boy, I don't know.
Gene, you don't know if you get email on your phone or not?
No, I don't.
Wow, let me.
I got to go to my computer to get that.
This might be dumber than we thought. Like this.
Yeah, I don't know what to say now, Bubba.
We might want to be. I mean, this might be border retardation.
I mean, he is in 4th grade.
I mean,
Mission accomplished. Another segment filled. More of the Bubba the Love Sponge Show after this.
Yeah.
He's waking up at 3
Where is Cali at? Where is that?
California?
Oh, California.
Yeah.
Gene, you didn't know where Cali was?
I thought it was like upper New York in a special area.
Of course you did.
Special area.
Yeah, it was like the rich people.
tell him, of course you did, bud.
Right from Cali.
Of course you did, bud.
So Cali's California.
Yeah.
That's it. I didn't know that either.
Yeah. So Cali's California. Oh, I didn't know that either. You didn't know that Cali meant California.
Now.
Jesus, Lummy. This might be next level stupidity.
Why would I know that?
Because it's just a common, everybody knows it.
Everybody knows it. For what reason?
It's just a
There's
part
no
of
reasoning in that.
It's just a part of
I'm never going to California.
It's part of being an adult and just knowing your geographical of your country.
First of all, you have to understand that our tone no longer. First of all, you have to understand.
Like just being an adult, you should
The state
know
of
that.
emergency tonight, historic flooding and life.
I guess Indiana's got some badass.
They're underwater.
What's up, Jeff Coy, Zach Gerton?
Ooh, look at that picture.
There's Des Money's. Look, Gene, right there.
Yeah.
Say it.
Des Money's. Ooh, boy, that's going through some hell, ain't they? Poor people.
Oh my God! Wait till you see this. Wait till you fucking see this, Gene. This is unfucking believable. The eagle. I don't know if we're gonna get into that. I don't know if we're gonna get into it. So I got legacy. I'm gonna go legacy. Then I'm gonna do paint job. Then I'm gonna do. I'm gonna promote Deadly. I'm gonna play the first 20 seconds of Deadly.
Okay.
Then we might go into Indiana. Well, I'm gonna tease Indiana. And Pat McAfee. I'm going to tease McAfee. Because that puts us at like 8 o'clock. Perfect. So Deadly. And then Indiana.
There you go.
Floods.
Jump on that
Tease.
Morning, Dirt Merchant. You hit that thumbs up for Gene. What's up, Chelsea Club?
And then I gotta get into the eagle. Fucking eagle.
Where's Gene at? 7 o'clock.
So I got legacy, paint job,
baby.
Deadly. And then I need to go.
All right, 442. Let's get Gene to 500.
And that's
this
Deadly,
break.
and then Indiana floods.
Morning, Mitch.
And then I gotta get into the McAfee stuff.
Gene,
What's that?
is this yours? Sorry. I wasn't sure what it was. Listen, it's always smart to carry a spare one.
Yeah, spare sock.
Yeah. You never know when one might get wet. Was that
Blah.
take another hour.
What's up, Christian Trucko?
So the lawyers are nervous, and that's a good sign. Back to Bubba.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Bubba the Love Sponge.
Appreciate you guys. Friday, August 14th, 2026. Gene Lasker as your co-host. And later today we'll be playing probably, maybe in, I don't know, maybe we'll get to a little bit earlier today, maybe like 8:30, 8:45. But by the end of the show today, we will have played Is Gene Lasker Smarter Than a Fourth Grader? I've already showed Gene where we're getting the the fourth grade questions from. It's a legitimate fourth grade source. He has verified that. I showed you guys as well. We'll be playing that. This is his first test in fourth grade. Everything's called a test. So and if you lose 3 tests in a row, then you get knocked down a grade. That's what happened here. Gene used to be in fifth grade. But he lost 3 in a row. Now now this is his first. Well, Gene, this is your first test within your fourth grade year.
Yep.
And then if you would happen to if Gene could cobble 3 together, then he'll go back to fifth grade.
Yeah.
It may just be it might be like 3 years from now, Gene, and through all of the, I get 3 right, move back, but get 3 wrong. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I got to think that you may never get any higher than 7th grade. I mean, in our lifetime,
Thanks, friend.
in our life. No, it's not nothing to do with friendship, man. I love the hell out of you. I absolutely adore you. But I'm just trying to be honest with you. If we're just to be, you could probably come to me and be like, "Hey, Sponge, I'm just gonna be honest with you. And I probably shouldn't be saying this, but you're probably just gonna be fat all your life. You're never gonna get back to where you was. So just be fat and happy. Just be like a fat sponge is sometimes a happy sponge. You know what I'm saying? Just eat what you want, buddy. Get as fat as you want. I'm the first guy ever to put a 300-pound man in a sprint car and win a championship. I am Gene Lasker. I owned Bubba's sprint car.
No one's gonna second that feat.
I own Bubba's sprint car. I'm the owner. Yeah, I drove 2 and run more features than any person in one single year at Jacksonville Raceway Park. But I also crashed a lot too.
Yes, I did.
And Sponge was just smooth and steady. He was a second to 6th place guy every night. Never always got off the wrecks. He's just really good. Yeah.
That's a hell of a feat in itself. I'm telling you. Just you finished every single race in the top 5 or 6.
Yeah, and that's back when we'd have 24-car fields.
Oh, yes, sir.
Like in today's world.
No, 19 cars at the least.
Let's also not forget that sprint car racing 360 unrestricted USCS, ASCS rules, meaning you're a bona fide 360. You're not a Top Gun,
right?
Choked down, carbureted. You're a legitimate 360. Power plant. We used to race those at East Bay. When Stanley Colon and a little bit of Al Vonador when he owned the track, but the heydays was when Stanley Colon owned the track, let's say 97 through 2003 or whenever Stanley died, it took a little bit of a hit because he sold it, but Stanley, he was such a great promoter that they would pack the stands out. They would use me to do that. Because I was on 98 Rock, everybody, I was I had the #1 show, by a 30 share. Everybody listened to the show. Women, men, accountants, lawyers, Stevie Williams, excavator, powder, guys on the job site, everything. And so we put remember, Gene, we put 2,000 or 3,000 people in the stands on just a regular Saturday night, and there would be, now this is unheard of by Florida local racing standards, we would have 35 or 36 sprint cars trying to make a 24-car A main. So they would actually have on an actual B main that you had to transfer out of. Now, Gene, in today's world, you're lucky to get.
You never see that.
You're lucky to get 14 cars.
Yeah, that's
pavement or dirt.
Yep.
Like 16 is a good. Like the sprint car that we run, this Top Gun sprint car series that we run down here. That's basically the only sanctioning sprint car series in all of Florida, because racing is just.
They got the BG pavement guys, but they only got 14 cars.
Right, exactly. And you're never going to get all 14 to show up the same night.
Nope.
I've seen them where they've had car counts of 6 and 7.
Yep, that's about us over in St. Pete right now.
So, it's
dying here.
Yeah, it's a tough living. So anyway, listen, I know I'm guilty of this, and I know absolutely Lasker's guilty of this. But I started to get back to, I wanted to tell everybody that, as I get older, I'm trying to put more time in. I got kind of down the beaten path a little bit and got Gene rabbit-holed me, or I rabbit-holed myself.
Yeah, it's Gene, probably.
Gene, let's blame it on Gene.
Yeah, just hang out with your buddy over there, Lummy.
Gene, we're just going to start blaming stuff on you. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh, man, Lummy, you know why I completely...
Whatever you say,
why
Bubba, that's what Lummy's going to say.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I got him so Stockholmed. You don't understand.
Yes, I do. I live next to him.
If I told him literally to choke you out, he'd be like Frankenstein and just choke you. Put his eyes, roll his eyes in the back of his head and just choke you out.
How hard do you want me to choke you, Bubba?
Well, hard. So anyway, I have just I'm trying to meet Tarek, my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, who is really a good dude.
Is that dude ever going to age?
That guy's such a good dude. I often think of who my sister could end up with. Listen, I love my sister so much. She is such a good person. And, yes, I will proverbially be down on myself and the 800-pound elephant in the room, as much as I fret over my sister. And my sister, tells me how much she loves me and how proud she is of me. She's like my little cheerleader as well. Because there's been times where I've been, really mentally down. Lummy, I was really depressed in 17 and 18 when I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it or not. I was talking to Fabrizi about maybe selling roofs. Lasker told me that
I'll give you half my business.
Well, yeah, Lasker actually, I've told the story before, but Lasker actually, was one of about 5 people, Jimmy Clevis, the Diacos, a bunch of people stepped up and said, hey, we'll try to carve out some kind of job for you. And they were there for me, and so I'll be forever grateful. But there were a couple years that I was really, not necessarily mentally in a good place. And my sister, would be like, kind of call on me every couple days and check on me. And she would come. I mean, that was when I was living in a trailer behind the studio. Remember that?
Yes.
Those were the worst years ever. And my washer and dryer were underneath the stairwell. So I had to do my laundry outside in the out in the parking lot. And I had the little canopy down with these little chairs. And you had a little grill on the outside of the 31-foot trailer that I lived in for 4 months, because I didn't know, I didn't really know the future of the show, if we were going to make it or not. That's Lummy when we were on Twitch and a smattering of some terrestrial affiliates. But, the most of our money was starting to lean on streaming. And in the early days of streaming, before we got, the level that we are now, it was really touch and go. Really touch and go. I'm borrowing money from Tom Bean and, trying to make payroll. And it was a very tough time. And my sister has always been there for me. And so I'm trying to spend more time with her.
So you don't think she ever in the background when she wasn't talking to you going, I'm making more money than him now?
No, not. Anyway, like I said, I forever will beat myself over missing her wedding. The 800-pound gorilla sometimes in the room.
You missed her wedding?
Yes. We were arguing at the time, having some stupid family dust up. And my wife at the time, it was just, they kind of didn't like Heather, And, I don't know, Heather was very sweet to them, but it was just not a very healthy time for my family. And so my sister had a destination wedding, and it was just my mom and my stepfather, Eddie, and a couple other people, just a couple, I forget, hold on, Mike Tyson was there.
Yes, he was.
Yes, Mike Tyson crashed my sister's wedding.
You
I'm not
kidding me?
No, I'm not. So listen, I can even show you pictures. So my brother-in-law and my sister, they decided to do this getaway wedding in Vegas, and literally it's just the family members only. Like, it's me. It would have been me and Heather had we gone, but I didn't go, and that's what I'll forever. And like Lemmy, as she has pictures of her wedding, and it's a family-only deal, and it's just Mom and Jeff, and it's not me and my wife, because I was being a hard-headed, stupid son of a bitch listening to people I shouldn't listen to. And, man, if your significant other ever gives you an ultimatum to pick her or your family, man, don't pick her.
Because you know that.
Because you know why? Your family will never leave you.
Yeah.
When you're at your, do you think that Heather or do you think that any of the women that I've been with, now, hopefully they love me for the right reason, but I think that money had a lot to do with the attraction.
You think?
The lifestyle and the money and the big house and all that, really probably had something to do with me scoring, as hot a women, and including like Erica, she's way hot compared to what I probably should be with.
Yeah, but she jumped on board when you had nothing.
Yeah, Erica's been there for a long time for me.
She's real.
And she's out of all of them, she's by far the one that truly loves me for me.
Right.
And loved me when I was at my lowest. And so anyway, I missed my sister's wedding, but if you look at pictures from the wedding, Mike Tyson is in them.
Why? He was next door.
He was
just walked in.
So listen, they got married in Vegas, and it was it was at one of the hotels, and then you rent out they have a little mini ballroom for a small, private weddings like this. Yeah. You probably have, 10 to 12 people, with your family and a couple of your close friends. And so they have these little rooms specifically made, so you're not renting out a big ballroom,
right,
when you're only going to have 14 people.
Exactly.
And they sell you the cake package and the guy that takes the picture package, and it's just the typical New York Las Vegas wedding. Well, Tyson was doing an autograph within this mall area that's hooked on to the casino. Are these sports memorabilia shops? Then they got a couple of the storefronts are temporary wedding deals, where Tara would be. That's all within the mall area. And so the place, the business that was right by where she was getting married at, in this little hall within the mall, was a sports memorabilia deal. And they had Mike Tyson signing, a 2-hour Mike Tyson signing. And you could get, and the way this works with celebrities, and Pete Rose did it a lot, is that they'll pay you per signature. So let me they may charge the audience, the customers, $100, but Tyson gets 75 of it.
Yeah.
And you sit there for 2 hours and sign 1,000 autographs. Now you got what?
Did Hogan get that when he did his?
Oh, but it was much larger.
Really?
Much larger. Yeah, much larger of an amount. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. So anyway, Tyson's doing a 2-hour autograph session right next to Tara. Well, his autograph session gets done. Well, the back end of the store, what's open to the front, but they have a backstage area, how the delivery guys and the employees and people that are dropping off supplies, they got the back door. And so he goes out the back door of this card memorabilia place. Well, the back door of its place is right next door to the back door where Tara's having her wedding. And Tyson and his couple of his handlers, they heard the music over pumping. Because my sister had a little bit of a DJ and a whole 9 yards. And Tyson, being Mike Tyson, just stuck his head in there because he thought it was some kind of party, right?
Yeah.
Right? Let me, if you're Mike Tyson, you just made $10,000, You know,
looking for a free show.
Well, you just look. I mean, you're just looking. Something sounds fun, so let me check it out. So he sticks his head in. Tarek recognizes it, and Tarek just like, now think about it, Lummy. You're from Florida. You're getting married. You got your Florida family there, right? And you look towards the back part of your facility, and you think you saw Mike Tyson stick his head you're like, man, I may have had too much to drink tonight, or like, man, those
that tattoo on that face looked like Mike Tyson.
So then you tell everybody, because this is what happened. Tarek told like Tara and my mom and Jeff, hey, I think Mike Tyson just stuck his head through the back door over there. And Tara was like, Tarek, just quit it. Like, you're already
drinking.
Like, we just got married, so they literally just had their ceremony, and they were just starting like having like some background music and cutting the cake kind of deal, very private deal. And so Tarek sees Mike Tyson. He tells the family, hey, I saw Mike Tyson. They tell him, all right, stop with your, like, here you are. You've only been married 20 minutes and you're already doing jokes and stuff. Like, stop, like, for real. And he goes and says, no, I'm going to go look. So he goes to the back, where that little hallway is, to be like the little backstage corridor of all business.
Finds him.
And there's Tyson, and he's getting ready to get like in an SUV. And Tarek goes, hey, we were having a wedding. We're having a wedding over here, and I saw you stick your head in here. And if you like, man, we got food and a DJ and liquor. We're having a little party here. We'd love to, like, never in a million years thinking Mike Tyson would say,
walk in.
Oh yeah, let me go over there. So when you find Mike Tyson in the parking lot that's attached to your wedding venue because he ducked his head in there and looked at you, and he's in his car now or getting ready to get in his SUV, and you tell him, hey, do you want to come to my wedding party? Never in a million years would you think that he would say, yeah. Well, guess what he said? Yeah, I like to hang out. And this is like Saturday. This is like Saturday at like 7:30 p.m. Like they got married fairly early. And so Tyson came in for like 20 minutes and was hanging out and actually looking at my sister's big boobs, and he actually commented to Tarek, man, those look like those would be fun. For real. Like, that's the like my whole family, there's an urban like this. I wish I could have been there. I wish I would have been there. But Mike Tyson was at Tara's party, and then when it was time to take pictures, he kind of stepped aside, and then Tarek, hey, Mike, will you get in we'd love to have you. We'd love to have our wedding picture, have you in it. He's like, yeah, all right. So my sister's wedding pictures, there's some pictures that she's got from there. Now, he didn't stay for all the pictures because, they do like the groom and like within the whole picture dance is like, what, 30 minutes? He just took like, they snapped like 2 or 3 different pictures. I think one with him and Tara, one with him, the entire family, and then him with one and him and Tarek. But I mean, that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how many people got married in Vegas on a little, 12-person family-only kind of deal, and Mike Tyson ended up, hanging out for 20 minutes at your party? People would even, I wouldn't even believe Tara if she didn't have pictures. Like, and this is way before AI. This is like, I think they've been married 12 years, something like that. I mean, I think they got married, and I think they got married
It has to be
in
about that.
10,000. I think they got married in like 10 or 11.
Okay. 14, yeah.
I mean, they've been together. Yeah, they've been together. So I'm trying to spend more time with my sister. I'm trying to spend more time with my mother. I've been finding myself, if I have a Saturday open now, me and Eric will drive over and take my mom. She loves going to Culver's, and then we get in the golf cart and drive around. Like, she just she likes that. So I'm trying to spend more. My mom's 80 now, and I'm trying to spend more time with her. And I'm trying to spend more time with my sister. Like last Friday night, Lummy, I made sure to invite her to the comedy show, and she ended up going with meeting Gene and Sarah up there, sat by them 1 row up from me. But it was good to see my sister there. Like, yeah, it's good. I'm trying to do more stuff with her.
She bought my ticket.
Yeah, I know she did. God, she's such a baller. You don't even understand. But anyway, I've been trying to spend more time and having lunch with Tarek, her husband.
Who don't age.
He's from Egypt. Like, technically he's an African American. But because he's from Egypt, and that's part of Africa. But
he
anyway,
got the best part of a black eye.
Well, thank you, Gene. I think he's a good dude. Thanks. If he's better than the next guy, but you're scoring it, not me. So I go to lunch with him yesterday, and we're over. We kind of met halfway, and that's kind of the halfway point's kind of where Gene lives. That's kind of the halfway point. So we were gonna go to lunch. Him and I were supposed to go to lunch, but he's like, "Hey, I gotta swing by this place where he buys silver."
He's a good, smart man.
Like he's been buying silver for quite a while. Like I know how many ounces he has. He told me yesterday, and I almost fell over. But he has been buying silver, back when he was paying $18 for silver.
Yep.
I think silver is now 66, something like that. I don't know what it is. And so he likes to buy silver. And he likes to buy them like in these big 10-ounce silver bars, or he'll buy some collector coin silver, like that. But he likes, so he goes every couple months to this place. And Lummy, I guarantee you and Gene have passed it 5,000 times.
Oh, yeah.
And when I lived in Odessa, I passed it I don't know how many times. And I've always said to myself, I wonder what's in there. I kind of want to go in there, and it's called Legacy Coins, and it's right there on 40 where 41 starts.
It's just a quarter of a mile from hitting 41.
It's right before you. It's right before you hit those railroad tracks on your right hand side. If you're headed
next to Whiskey Willie's.
Next to Whiskey Willie's, and it's just in a little strip mall. And I've driven by it probably 100 times because they say gold. Collectibles.
I didn't realize they sold that because I'll be in there today. I'll stop by today.
So I've never been there. I've never been there.
But I'm afraid I'm going to sell my coins to them.
Well, I mean, Gene, that's what you can do. Or you can
I know, and I don't want to sell my coins, but I'm afraid
Gene,
I go in there and they tell me it's worth this much money and I don't want to spend.
Maybe you can do that.
They'll wheel and deal me out of them.
But you could also go and roll it into some more, like I'm just saying, you could go and take some of your jewelry and some of your gold that you may never wear. They'll give you, and then you could get cash for it. Or they would say, do you want to invest in some silver or some anything you can think of, they got it. And so before Tarek and I went to lunch yesterday, he said, hey, I go like every month or so and buy some silver. That's what I've been doing. And smart, by the way.
Yeah, smart.
Oh my God, I don't know how much. I mean, I know how much he's got, and it's so,
silver's going to be going to go up to like $500 an ounce in probably 5 years.
So anyway, I didn't know. I'm like, first of all, I don't have the money to do this. I don't. Maybe if I ever had some extra money, I'd start rolling it into it. But I was just hanging out with Tarek, so I wasn't there to buy any gold or silver or anything like that. But I've always wanted to know what that place was, like what it was. And so I met him over there. It's called Legacy Coins. I'm actually on their website now. It's Tampa Bay Gold and is it Tampa Bay Gold and Silver? No,
Tampa Gold Silver.
Yeah, TampaGoldSilver.com. You can just put in Google Legacy Coins, and it's unbelievable. This place is unbelievable. I mean, you can buy the bars, you can buy coins, or and you know what, Lummy? They're big on watches. Like they got Rolexes.
Did you tell them about the Bubba Army watch?
Well, no, Lummy,
I want to hawk this
Lummy,
for $400.
Lummy, I'm literally at a legitimate gold and silver and bullion and collectibles place, and no, I'm not going to tell them about my $79.95 Bubba Army sweeping.
Only so many made. It's collectible.
I know, but don't take your Bubba watches in there, please.
That's where Gene's going.
By the way, I met Josh. Josh, Eric, and then there's another dude there. I don't know if his name was John or Larry, but here's the other thing. They all got sidearms on them.
Nice.
Well, yeah, of course they do.
Because I'm talking to Eric. He's got his gun right there, like he's a cowboy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool. And he goes, listen, we got, they probably got millions and millions of this is a place that's got real commodities like gold and silver. So this isn't like ripping off an iPhone.
No,
that's electronic device that's going to be outdated in this is what financial markets trade on, and I think it's smart. I don't know a lot about investing, but I think it's smart to buy gold and silver. I think you'll never go wrong. I think that it's just you can't go wrong with precious metals, I guess. But this place, man, Gene, this is literally like
5 minutes,
a half a mile, like maybe a
mile from my house.
This might be a mile from your house. Yeah, so sports memorabilia,
sports cards.
They got sports stuff in there. They got a full-size Bart Starr statue.
Really?
I looked. I forgot to ask him how much. I might want to buy that. Got a full, and then they got, they got a what is I'm trying to think of the other. They got a famous statue of another, not Jordan. It was another. It was Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
They got Muhammad Ali. They got a statue of him, and then they got all these bats and jerseys. But more importantly, man, look what's under the counter. Man, Tarek bought this big. I'm not going to tell you how many ounces, but it was a big old heavy bar of silver. Like, man, I wish I could get me some silver. You're pretty pimp when you're walking into the gold and silver place. When you're walking into Legacy Coins, and then you got a big hunk of gold or silver, something really gonna hold its value. So 10 years from now, you're gonna be even that much more of a pimp. So anyway, man, Legacy Coins, it's right there on the corner. I know you've passed it. Gene, roll up in there. I'm going today. Say, hey, man, but I didn't hear it on Bubba. See, I'm part of the show. So what kind of deal are you going to get me? What kind of deal are you going to get me? I want to buy some silver. I got some gold I want you to look at.
And then, I got some coins I want to talk about.
Yeah, here's the one thing, Gene, more than anything, even if you didn't buy or sell, you could go over there and they would give you, listen, they're such good dudes. Like in some of these type of places where you sell coins and collectibles, you kind of got a feel like a shady kind of feeling. Like the guy behind, like he's in a wife beater and he's an Italian dude smoking a cigar with his hair slicked back, and it's kind of like I'm sure there are some people that trade silver and things, coins, in various coin shops and things like collectible shops and coin shops. In Tampa, that's got a shady feel to it, but this place feels like you're almost walking into like the Wawa or the upper crust, convenient. Like when you walk into a Wawa and it's all just absolutely
American,
clean. Well, I was gonna say American, but anyway, Gene, if they could at least give you a general idea of what you got, what it's worth.
Yeah, I'm going there.
They're really like honest and forthright like that. Like, they'll tell you what you got.
I got some
they're not trying
untouched Morgan coins.
Yeah, they would say, hey, Gene, listen, those things are worth X, and we'll give that to you. Like, that's what that's what they're worth, though. Even if you walk away, we'll at least tell you what they're worth. So Gene, you got a better idea what you got.
Yeah. Right?
You don't know what you got. You could, within the coins and things that you already got, you could have some stuff in there.
I hope so.
Like, what if you got gold is 40? I think gold's 4,500 an ounce right now.
Yeah.
So,
I got 20.
1 ounce of, you think you got 20 ounces of gold?
Yes, sir.
You think you got 20 ounces of gold?
I have 20 ounces of gold.
No, he knows he has 20 ounces of gold.
So there's no speculation.
I got 10 ounces of it when it was 800 an ounce in 2002.
Gee, that's $100 grand.
Yeah.
Just in gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a couple of pounds of silver.
For real?
For real. I told you about silver a long time ago.
So you've been buying?
Yeah, ever since Jimmy Dahl turned me onto it. Remember back in the day when we was buying them?
No, well, you need to start buying your silver over here.
No, that's where I'm going.
At Legacy.
Good.
They'll give you because dealers can build a little bit of a profit margin for them based on what spot is.
Well, they're going to make their money on it.
But they're not. But they don't make it like they're. No, they're going to make their money. Of course they are.
Yeah.
But they're not going to kill you. Like you're going to.
That's all you're looking for.
Probably, it's going to be as competitive. What you're paying for an ounce of silver or an ounce of gold is probably about as best of a deal as you're going to find in this area. They're really competitive on that.
That's all you can ask for.
And man, when I start making a little extra money, I got because I will start saving money when we are out of the Nassau lease, which starts January 1st. I have to pay clear to the end of the lease. That kind of sucks. That kind of hurts. But when starting in January, we get that's going to be a direct savings to us. So maybe I could make a little bit, Lummy, and start buying me some
silver.
I hope I'm not too late to the game.
No, you're not too late to the game. 5 years from now is going to be too late to the game.
Yeah, but like if let's say in the next year, like starting like in February, I could maybe February, like 10 months of being able to save a couple $1,000.
Right.
And then just
2 years from there, you'll be doubling your money.
And then just turn that into what? Silver and gold?
Silver. You can't afford gold.
Yeah.
It's too late for that.
Yeah, you're right. Listen,
Go for the
Sponge,
silver.
I know you want to get in the precious metal markets.
Gold's too much now.
Right now, gold's $4,500 an ounce. So I don't think you got enough for that, but you might want to start with silver. Now, see,
Silver's coming.
You might want to start with silver. Silver right now is what is silver? I don't even know. Silver is $64.
Yeah, it was $80 a couple months ago.
Yeah, you can. Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can get into the silver market, my friend. Go to Legacy. They're right there at Dale Mabry and they're right there before those railroad tracks. That's kind of no man's land. You're not.
It's no man's land.
Yeah, you're transitioning from Dale Mabry to
41
to 41
into Land Lakes Boulevard.
Into then and then to potentially making a right or left on 54, which could take you to the interstate or take you to Pinellas County.
Yeah.
So it's right there on the right hand side. It's called Legacy. Man, go check them out. And Gene, I'm hoping maybe that's where I'm going to go. Maybe like next year when I got a little something.
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
I mean, Gene might be able to chip you off a little bit here and there, right, Gene?
I don't want to. No, I don't want to
chip off nothing.
Hold on, Lummy. I don't need Gene. I don't need Gene's money, and I would. And you know what?
That's
Gene,
for my grandbabies.
Hold on. Gene would, and Gene will tell you right now. I have never asked for $1 from him.
He's never paid me $1 either.
Well, that's not what. Lummy, Gene, you got.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Good job, Gino.
When we was racing together is when Jimmy Dial, when that gold was like $600 to $800 an ounce, then his mom give him 20 pounds.
What?
You know what he did with it? He painted it black, and he used it as a doorstop in his house.
So that nobody would think it was.
Nobody would think it was gold.
Right.
If they broke in it.
Right.
You couldn't kick it. You can't kick 20 pounds.
No, I know.
It was, you know where they.
So how did it cash to him?
Yeah, he finally spent it all up. Yeah.
But I mean, 20
pound bar. They cut it. They sent it to Canada. He went to Canada with his sister, so they could watch them. And they melted it down, and then they put them in these little bars, like little
ones, more manageable
bars.
ones.
Yeah. And then they paid so much money to have that done.
And then at that point you could start selling it.
So Canada made him pay the cops to stand there and watch.
Oh, so he had to get off-duty cops.
He had to get the government involved in it.
Because it was so valuable.
Yep. Had to get the government involved in it.
I mean, you're talking millions of dollars.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Millions.
Like
a lot of millions. I mean, you go, 16 ounces in a pound.
Yep. And he had 20 in a bar.
So 16 in a pound times 20, 320. This is back when it was like 800.
800 pounds. 800.
No, it's 256,000.
256,000.
Still.
But what is this now?
Yeah, well, that was 50
Sister
years
still
ago.
got hers.
Right.
Sister still got every bar. And then she bought bars from Jimmy.
When Jimmy got them cut up a little bit.
After Jimmy got them cut up a little bit.
Right, when it's more manageable.
Yeah. He had a hell of a time finding that place to get it cut up.
Oh, he did?
Oh, yeah. He did. He couldn't find it. He couldn't find anybody in America to do it. Truthfully.
All right, we got to do Deadly Intentions. And then we're going to do Indiana Floods. Then Pat McAfee. And then your game.
Good shot. I loved it.
Thanks for putting me over.
Redline oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
I apologize for interrupting your regular program.
Yo, Power Pick, hello.
Should hit these with everything we got, sir.
Living vicariously
through his bizarre world.
Imagine how much protein's in my body.
This is the Bubba the Love Spun Show.
I plan on shooting a private video this weekend. I don't know doing what. I got lots of stuff to do that will offer up in the members-only YouTube section.
Yeah, Gary has a... I'm sending one of... I recorded one last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did, bowling.
Oh, did you do... Oh, did you start your Thursday night bowlings again?
Oh, I've been doing it for 10 years now.
Hold on now. So you're trying to say for the last 10 years...
Professional bowler?
No, it's not what he's saying, Lasker. Shut up and stop, idiot.
What's your bowling score?
No, listen, shut up. Let me ask my question first, and then we can ask your question. Let me, do you have you constantly every Thursday been bowling all of this time? I thought you took a break.
Yeah. No. I took a break maybe for like a month.
So you every Thursday night you still continue to bowl? I thought that was just like a league that you were in, and it wasn't. So this is just all the time you're in a league.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Our team's very dedicated.
Right. And you're in the midst of are you in the midst of a season right now?
Yeah, it's second last week.
Now, are you ever going to win?
Yeah,
we've won it before.
You've won, and what does winning it mean?
We usually get about $100 gift card, and then usually about $100 to the bowling alley to spend.
Yeah, but it's way more than what it costs you, right?
Oh, of course.
Like, what does it cost each week?
$14.
$14.
Yes.
But then, you always get some
That's
fries.
pretty cheap night out.
Yeah, but you do that every week.
Yes.
And so it's not 14. It's probably at the end of the night. It's probably closer to 30. Your total bill every night. By the time you have a beer and you have a couple little, maybe some pretzel bites, or are you the kind of guy that can go to a bowling alley and order nothing? Because I'm not. Man, it doesn't matter if I just had dinner an hour before. When I go to the bowling alley, I got to get me some pretzel bites or some nachos or something.
I got to at least have a drink. But my team, they definitely order for the whole table.
I know. So do you have to so you guys
What
all
does that mean?
You guys
No, we
all
don't split it. There's two guys that just order for everybody.
Oh, and they pay for it?
Yeah, they make good money.
So they're rich?
Yeah.
So they just they help man, listen, Lummy's, we got to have Lummy in our team. But the bottom line is we gotta all pitch in and buy his tacos and his beers because
he's good and we suck. But
because he's
we can keep him on our team.
Twinkle Toe Harrison.
Are you that good?
The two guys that buy everything are actually the two best.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, really?
Well, you know what? I mean, that means they like your.
They're just showing off.
Well, no, that means they like Lummy's companionship and they think Lummy's a cool dude to hang out with. So you take care of that guy. That's the guy you want hanging out with. And then with Lummy, Gene, you got to think if Lummy's hanging out with you, not only is Lummy funny and he's a good dude, but I mean, if you got
to get into no bowling ball fights.
Well, here's the deal: if anybody starts getting a little bit, lippy, you got a 6'6", 315-pound,
coming at you.
Retard strong, will do as told, loyal. I mean, once he becomes your friend and he's loyal,
right,
he will fight to your honor. So he would step in there and take a bowling ball to his big fat head before he let it hit you, because he's just very protective like that. He's like George of Mice and Men. I just want to pet it and I just want to see the wabbits.
Smash it.
And then if it's mean to you, I will smash it. And if it's nice to you, I will like it and I will love it. But if it is mean to you, I will smash and kill it for you, Gene.
Quickly.
So, Lummy, how did bowling go last night?
It didn't do as good as the week before, but the one I recorded,
all right, so that's what your behind the scenes Lummy living with Lummy is going to be.
Exactly.
Oh, I think the fans would love that.
Yeah, it's just a quick little one gamer.
Did it? What was that? How was it? The entire game, or was it just
the entire first game? So
I know. So there's some probably 15, 20 minutes of length.
No, because I told him I only wanted record. I had a guy on my team just record when I would get up and bowl just to make it quick.
And did Ashley edit it, or
no?
Did you actually do that?
I cut down a little bit, and then Gary's gonna.
Okay.
Make it nice and pretty.
All right, thanks, my friend.
Did you bowl the time that we went to the game room?
Yeah, but that lane was a little smaller, and I had a little concussion, so I was a little out of it.
Concussion?
Yeah, of course.
From what?
He doesn't know.
Bubba, remember when Bubba spun me out and I ran right into the wall going full left?
Yeah.
You're talking about...
He did it on purpose.
Oh, hold on. So, we're talking about the go-kart race?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me... okay, I just got... Listen, let's just be honest. Me and Gene, next to Brian... I mean,
but Brian just bonsai'd.
Hold on, don't get Macho Man upset.
So...
Macho Man let him go first.
Okay, yes, Macho Man probably should have won. But when Gene and I are coming through the field, we are the dirt. We know how to spin you out better than anybody else because we've raced for real, and we know how to hook. We know how to hook you when you're at your most vulnerable, and it not spin us out as well. We know how to do that. So me and Gene, we start spinning everybody out, including Macho Man. But Lummy, I see Lummy up there, and I'm trying to get by him, because he's, I'm a better race car driver than he is. I know where to lift, I know where to pick up, I know how to roll through the corners, the stuff that me and Gene and, Brian obviously, and Macho, I guess. So and then I spun. Lummy's right in front of me, driving like a lunkhead, like I just can't quite get by him. And finally he gives me an opening, Gene, but the opening would require him like to go head on into the retaining deal. And so it's right when you were picking up the throttle, getting steam. So I hook him, and he's trying to get back on the throttle to go through the corner, and he literally hit the wall so hard that the back end of his go-kart came up.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he was like joggled. And so that's why he blames he didn't bowl as well, is because I gave him a concussion head on, like almost like a Dale Sr. type deal.
Kind of like a little dizzy and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was dazed and confused.
What was your 3 scores last night?
I think the first one was 181, 178, and 163.
Oh, what happened, man? You started out hot and then just lost your... Did you get tired?
No, they're
drunk?
remodeling the lanes.
Drunk?
No, it was hot. The AC wasn't working right because they're remodeling the lanes.
I'm not even going to the place.
You bowl with 2 size balls.
Yeah, he probably has a spare...
Smash the beginning one with a heavy ball and then
it's called your starter ball and then your spare ball. Like, so if you have any pins, like if you leave 2 or 3, then you grab another ball.
A lighter ball.
Because I don't think, does a spare ball not hook as much, Lummy?
Yeah, a lot of people like the straight ball for that. It all depends. I only have one ball. The rich guy on my team gave me one of his balls, so I just use that.
How about shoes? How do you get? Do you just rent them, or did you buy your own? You probably got your own.
Well, since I know the owner of the thing, the free ones you get, I just take them home with me. So
then just give them back at the end of the year.
And so they know that they just got one on you. Like you got a pair of their shoes.
Yeah, so every year
and they know
I
it's the honor. So you just pay it up front and be done with it.
So do you walk right out in the parking lot with them on?
No, you can't do that. You can't get gravel on the heat. Gene,
No, I know. I got a pair.
Well, I know, but you can't walk into the parking lot with them.
Gene's going to work with
you get them for free. Who cares?
Yeah, but you're messing them up.
Lanes.
Yeah, you dumbass. You can't. Plus, you don't want to scratch a guy's lanes. If you got gravel on your shoes or something, you're going to scratch the guy's lanes all up. Gene,
not mine.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I de-skidded my shoes once before.
So listen, Lummy.
What?
Gene, listen. So Gene, he's always always got some kind of drama going on, whether it's the golf cart place or whether it's just the guy that was sniffing Sarah at Publix. Just Gene's always got some type of situation going on. Oh, Lummy, I was completely remiss. I got Mike Costolito.
Oh, nice.
That's from Superfat. I guess that's Superfat Bubba Light.
Yeah.
I actually knew that. I actually knew that was Superfat Bubba Light.
Chris Dix, 25.
Chris Dix.
That's right.
How would you like to live with that name?
He's a cool dude, man.
Chris,
him and his brother.
Chris Dix. Thank you, Chris Dix.
His wife is a singer in a badass band.
Really? What's her first name? Needmore? Hi, my name's Chris Dix.
I think I'll bring you some of his barbecue sauce.
Hi, I'm Chris Dix, and meet my wife Needmore, and we're here trying to sling the best barbecue we can. Where does Chris Dix got a barbecue joint at?
I don't think he's got a barbecue joint, but he invented his own barbecue sauce or something.
Oh yeah, Chris Dix. And what's his wife's name, Gene?
Needmore.
I'm glad we're cracking ourselves up.
Man.
So anyway, listen, Lummy. Mike.
Thanks, Chris.
Super Fat Bubba Light, of course. And then Hierarchy stepped up big.
All right.
$1.50 on Hierarchy. And $1 on Super Fat. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. So I'm scrolling through Lasker's Facebook page yesterday. Got a little bit of time.
You never know what you're going to find there.
And I get a notification that Lasker has posted a new thing a couple days ago or something. And so I stumbled upon this. And it's posted on Gene Lasker's Facebook page. And it says, here's the body pieces of a 75 step side square body that's for sale, $25,000. It's going to go quickly. How about that paint job? How about that paint job? John Boy Scumbag. So I'm thinking, okay, well, this is probably Adam from Fender Works' shop.
Yeah, he did a great job.
He is now taken over all of Gene's restoration paint job projects, and Gene loves this dude. And is that dude not jacked up and high tense or what?
Man,
like don't you feel like he's just ready to smash your face in at any time?
At any time.
Like, but he's the coolest dude ever.
Right.
And like
cool and calm.
And the nicest dude ever. And when you go to his body shop, he's got his own body shop. It's called Fender Works. And like it's just he owns it. He's got a couple workers, and they got
always packed full of cars.
Packed full of cars because he has all these used car dealerships. And when they take something on trade, and it's got a little ding here, a little scratch here, they need to turn it quickly and get it back on the lot so they can put it for sale. But it might need $400 or $500 paint job, so they send it right down to Adam from Fender Works, and that's where he gets most of his business, unless Gene's in there bugging him about 75 restoration projects that he's got. But man, he's the greatest guy ever. But you just get this feeling like, man, this dude could snap at any time. Like, I'm just gonna be real cool, and like he's a cool dude. And I like him a lot. And he does great work. Oh my God, his work
does make you nervous.
His work is unbelievable. Like he's just unbelievable. He's a great painter. Stuff looks great, but he could snap at any time. He's so high tense. I'm a little bit nervous. So anyway, Lasker, I'm assuming at the storyline, Lummy, that a guy named John Boy started painting some of Gene's stuff.
Yeah.
And Gene went down there and it sucked. And John Boy tried to gouge him on some money, tell him that he owned this much. Lasker yoked up his parts out of John Boy's shop, took him over to Adam from Fender Works, and now for Adam from Fender Works is like the best ever because he actually does good work.
Dude, he does great work.
At a great price. Like you're not going to find a body shop
guy. Look at that
guy.
paint job, man. It talks for itself.
So Lasker finally got him a good... See, the only thing you didn't include in your post was you should have put hashtag Fender Works. Hashtag, Adam's the best. You made fun of John Boy, but the example you're using of some unbelievable paint is Fender Works.
Right.
So you need to
while
you're dogging John Boy, you should be putting.
Well,
Adam
I'm not going to dog anybody when I'm talking good about Fender Works, so I don't put two together.
Big Red, $100.
As soon as I get the truck, I'm probably picking up the truck today. I think.
Big Red, thank you. Big Red getting it in. Thank you, Big Red. I know his family was in Canada for a couple weeks, and he actually missed him.
He's back.
Yeah. I mean, as much as this guy would love to have some free time, like maybe a couple of days away from the family, man, after about 4 or 5 or 6 days of not being with your significant other, you probably start missing her a little bit,
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like what? How many days before you start missing Ashley? Like, maybe 4?
A day.
Yeah, me too. Lummy, a day.
Here's what Lummy's answer should have been. About 30 seconds, Bubba. Ashley, she tells me when I'm supposed to miss her or not. And right now she doesn't want me missing her. So I ain't missing her, Bubba. That's what I'm saying. So Lasker talks bad about his former, and so I look at it. I'm like, okay, this is what happened. Gene went to this guy named John Boy. He tried to screw Gene over.
He did.
He pissed Gene off. Gene yoked out his parts, took him over to Adam from Fender Works. And now, but within your little video here, do you say Adam from Fender Works?
I don't know.
So, can you see where the problem could potentially be, bud?
Well, the problem is that there was no problem.
The problem
I'm just showing
is
that I'm getting a nice job
I know, but
done.
the problem is you are dogging one guy as much as we know John Boy sucks.
That's all I really wanted to do.
No, but
but why don't you put over Adam?
You got to put over the guy.
I always got to put over Adam when I get my truck, and you can really see it.
But you should put over Adam every step of the way.
Okay.
So you'd be like, hey, listen, John Boy's an idiot. And he couldn't do good work like this. Oh, by the way, this is Adam from Fender Works. That's where
Yeah.
Finally, Gene Lasker's found a guy that's got, really good work at really good prices.
And gets things done in time.
And doesn't try to screw you over and give you stupid mistakes.
Lie about your pool being broken and your
Adam
wife being
says
sick.
he's going to have something on Thursday, you're damn right it's ready on Thursday. You go to John Boy, Billy Joe, Bob, rip off McGillicuddy, and he says Thursday. Next thing you know, it's next Tuesday. What am I going to do, Gene Lasker? I need those parts immediately. I got to start. Coben's got to start putting them back on the car. Can't have them. They're painting you. See, so you should put over the guy. The guy that's genuinely been your savior in this whole situation for you to be able to roll cocky, knowing that you're getting them done correctly at a fair price is Adam from Fender Works, and you never mention him.
In this one, I did, but I mostly all the time do.
Okay.
But I really don't want to dog somebody and then mention somebody good in the same.
Well, that's not a good marketing ploy. Like, that's stupid. I mean, like, that doesn't even make sense, Gene.
Why? Good is good and bad is bad.
I know, but part of the good is the fact that you found somebody to make it not so bad. Have you ever thought about that? Yeah. One of the reasons why you're having it good is because you found somebody to take the bad away. And you were able to leave. You were able to leave the bad. What if you hadn't found Adam from Fenderworks?
But I had to find something sooner or later.
Hold on. See, this would have been a great time saying, "See, that my boy Adam from Fenderworks."
This is Adam taking the film for me.
So he's the one that. Hold on, you jobbed him out so bad that you made him do the recording because you're so goddamn boomered out.
I told him to send me some pictures. Where we at, bro? And he's doing this video.
Oh, so you're so damn lazy that you told him to videotape your parts.
He called me, told me we got parts painted, and I said, all right.
So
look at that. That's a tailgate, bro.
I know, bro.
Got brand new fender wells. Look at that.
Hold on.
Look at that tailgate.
And he had some body work to do on that too.
Yes, he did. He had holes in it.
Yeah, this thing.
Choice.
Gee, it's choice.
Step side. Look at that. You see yourself twice in there.
Yeah. Well, so Gene, you probably, as much as you're talking smack about John Boy and how much he sucks, you should probably start thinking about maybe giving. Hey man, let me just tell you something. This video of my car parts for my 70 something step side. This is all Adam from Fenderworks. He's a good dude. How about it? If you're in Pinellas County and you got a car, maybe you got a little fender bender or you got a restoration project.
Truck's been there.
You've been there an idiot. You're an idiot if you don't go to Adam.
I don't think over a month now, and he's completely took my whole truck apart. Completely did all the body work, all the welding, all the fabrication, all the painting, and it's going back together.
Yeah. But we're not even telling Bubba Army to go there because he's got so much business that I don't even know that he could take your job on. Like, I mean, he's got so much business stacked up because he does such a great job that a lot of times he can't take the work on. You know what I'm saying?
But he'll tell you.
Yeah, I know.
He's not an idiot and say, yeah, I can do it, and then your car sits there for 3 weeks.
Oh, he might tell you no. So, Lummy, I like to take this time to thank Gary Cantrell and you and maybe that new dude. And Macho Man, all hands on deck that helped yesterday's release on my Deadly Intentions sub-channel.
Yeah, Big Gary got it done.
Big Gary, man. Bro, it was so good. And we already got, it's already pacing better than any of, I mean, it's pacing, we've already done over 1,200 views in less than a day. Like, this is pacing the best of any ones that we've released so far, and it's about the El Chapo drug trade, so to speak. Gene, doesn't your wife watch all these?
Yes, she does.
She's gonna love this one. Here's the little intro to it.
First of all, you have to understand the cartel no longer exists. It imploded in 2024 in a civil war. There were at least 4 guys bigger than Chapo in the Sinaloa network that we never heard about. That means there's 44 drug lords within this network. There's 44 Chapos.
We thought there's one. So, you know how we've always been like the news is when they got El Chapo, they really spun it as like, man, we got the head of all the drug cartel, El Chapo. Remember they showed like warehouses full of money and how he used to dig tunnels and he'd escaped out of like 3 Mexican prisons before, and we finally got the guy, right?
Yeah.
That's how they've spun it to us. But really, there's 44 El Chapos in the current cartel. And we just got one. So it's just optics when you go and arrest that guy. You're literally only taking 1/43 of the drug trade. There's 43 other El Chapos rolling around, selling and smuggling into here, getting fentanyl in. And we thought, well, I'm just telling you, we got the head of the cartel, El Chapo. They're probably going to really, put a damper on drugs and stuff. No. That's what they want you to think. So anyway, Deadly Intentions, it dropped yesterday. And then next Thursday is what I'm really the most excited about. And that's the part 1 of what's really happening in Iran. I don't know what you guys are going to title it. Maybe that needs to be kind of like what what we're trying to describe there. You know,
the Iranian truth.
Yeah,
maybe something like that. Yeah,
we'll let the system because it will listen to the 4 hours and come up.
And
with
that's gonna come in 2 parts. But man, just to listen to him break this Iranian situation
and you
down,
believe him?
I do.
Okay,
I do. Have you ever heard him talk? How brilliant he is?
Yeah.
Not really. I don't watch that stuff. Sarah does. I think I answered pretty efficiently for you.
Yeah, but Gene's busy.
Yeah, I'm busy over there making sure I got my car parts painted and making sure I dogged the guy that did me dirty. Oh, I'm going down to Legacy Coins today. Get me some silver.
Yes,
Hell yeah!
I
didn't know they had it. I'm saying, hey, I'm Gene Lasker, and Bubba said I need to get my ass on down here, just right around the corner. So what do you got for me? Let me show you what I got. I got these coins and these. Gene, what if they like? Oh my God, sir, you got something that's very, very rare and worth a lot of money. Do you hold on or you sell, Gino?
I hold on.
Yeah, hold.
I don't need nothing right now.
I don't need no money. I'm holding. I didn't know that my and I'm going to be there in 10 days or so.
Yeah,
I leave on Tuesday. I think is it the 25th?
Yeah, because Babyface 26.
So I'm doing the show Tuesday morning, and then we fly out late in the afternoon. So.
And where are we going?
No, I'm going to this is my annual Indiana trip. Remember, I go to Indiana every year about this time.
He does the.
Oh, you put your leather jacket on and then bring the high school
I don't
team out.
No,
speech to the football team.
It's alumni night, and it's not. I do not do the coin toss, and I do not do anything like that.
Are they going to dedicate the game?
They don't dedicate nothing to me.
They sub you in for one play.
No, they don't sub me in for one play.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It kind of would be. It kind of would be. Like if they had after the game, they had like a 5-minute exhibition area where they brought old timers back in to do a 10-minute clock never stops game.
I think Larry would probably be the only one that would make the whole thing.
Man, Larry could still bring it. I'm just telling you right now. Larry's probably 5'11", 204. And Larry does push-ups and kettlebell. He doesn't have a full-blown gym. God, I often think, Larry, if he had what I had, God, he'd look good. He looks good just with some home dumbbells, some kettlebells. He's just got but he does old school push-ups and, old school setups, and he does planking a lot. Larry spends 15, 20 minutes a day on his living room floor, carpeted living room floor, doing all these exercises, 50 push-ups and stuff like that. And so Larry's pretty jacked up for, we're the same age, we're 60. Larry's pretty jacked up, and he just got a new hip and a new knee. So he's going to be bionic. Larry's going to be bionic. So I don't know, I don't know how good I would really do. I think I would be I don't know if I would do that good in an old timers game.
Yeah,
I might act like I'm all
second
that.
Best. Yeah,
Smash by a sophomore.
Yeah. So anyway, I didn't know that Indiana was suffering such bad floods.
Oh yeah, they're underwater.
And I don't know. I got to watch this story.
Bring a boat.
See if it affects Kosciuszko County. Gene, what is it called?
Kosciuszko County.
So Gene, I grew up in Warsaw, which is the capital of, or each county has. Each county has its capital.
Yeah.
What's the capital?
What?
Capital of Hillsborough is Tampa, right?
Yeah, yes.
What's the capital of Pinellas?
St. Pete. Yeah. Clearwater tries to take it, but.
Yeah. So in Warsaw was the county seat. They call it the county seat of Kosciuszko County. The area that Warsaw is situated in was discovered by a Polish explorer named Thaddeus Kosciuszko. Growing up in that area, man, they actually taught you this stuff. So yes, so the area that Warsaw, Indiana, which is the largest city in a county that's called Kosciuszko County. And it was discovered by a Polish
that
explorer.
Polak came in through the boat right through New York City.
Yeah, of course he did. Everybody
and then
came
straight over to Indiana and said, "I'll take this property."
That's how it worked back then, Gene.
Yep.
You're an explorer from another country, and they would tell these people, from Poland, "Hey, if you can make it to America, and you can, go somewhere remote, far from New York, because everybody's going to try to be navigating in New York, but you navigate as far as you can, and then when you find, then you just say it's yours. This whole area is mine, because I'm the first one here. I think that's kind of how it went.
Yep.
I don't even know that they charged you for it, did they? I just think it was...
No, they just started collecting tax.
Yeah, you just started claiming it. Like, okay, this entire area is mine.
All right, well, you owe me this much tax.
Okay. Well, I owe you 7 cents for this, 6,000 acres. I owe you 7 cents.
Every year.
7 cents a year. So, yeah, Warsaw is the county seat of Kosciuszko County. And so I don't know, Lummy, if any of these floods involve Kosciuszko County or not. Gene, what's it called? What's the county?
Kosciuszko?
Close enough, bud. Kosciuszko. Kosciuszko. Lummy, we always have that one word with Gene every show?
Yes.
That's what, remember we had striations? Lummy, have you been writing down the words that we have?
I did. But they got erased.
Oh, that means
and then
you didn't do it.
got mad at me because Gene saw me write it down.
Well, no, shut up. For not having them. Don't give me stupid excuses. Just say I don't have them. Okay.
Stupid excuses, Lummy.
Don't say that Gene was looking at you.
You
one
are
time.
the navigator of this show. I mean, not the librarian.
Well, yeah. So, Lummy, you kind of that one got by you. I know the first day was striations.
Lummy needs a bigger board.
But I know that I think last week we had a.
Well, Wednesday we had one.
What was it? What was it?
Oh, if you had it written down, you know. But you didn't.
Exactly.
Librarian loser.
You don't. The only people. The only people that would know, Lummy. The only people that would know
is you.
No, is chat.
Yeah.
Chat will be chat. We need you right now.
Yeah, we do.
So when we come up with these, we just organically do a show, and in the context of the show,
I know Brother Fro knows that word.
Lummy, I'm gonna go to words, and we need chat because I know that we had a word striations. I know that.
Yes.
So when Gene's on the show, we somehow stumble upon a word that he cannot pronounce, and we go back to that word, and it's just we don't really plan on it, but it just organically happens. So as he's over there like a little chimpanzee eating his little God forbid that we're like 2 minutes away from a break.
Why you got to call me a monkey?
Because if you could wait 2 more minutes, you wouldn't have to eat on camera. Eating on camera probably isn't the most professional look, Gene, but who
thought
cares?
We were on radio.
Yeah, we're on radio, man. So, Lummy, we don't know. I think every show since we started striations, we've had a word. And we're going to go, sleep apnea. Yes. See, Lummy, you get great stuff from chat when they really
say that? I didn't see him say that.
Remember, right on my chat, Jay from NOLA. Says sleep apnea was Wednesdays. Now, was there one between sleep apnea and striations?
No, striation was Friday and apnea
All right,
was
so today
Wednesday.
then, Lummy, write down number 1, striations, number 2, sleep apnea. Third week word is the county seat of the third word is Kosciuszko. And Kosciuszko, I think. Kosciuszko. I bet you.
All
Alexa.
Polish people put K's in their words, don't they?
Hey, Alexa, can you spell Kosciuszko as in Kosciuszko County, Indiana?
No.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I told you.
How do you not know that?
Because she's stupid.
Dumb bitch.
Hey, Alexa, how do you spell Kosciuszko?
I'll just ignore you.
K-O-S.
Hold on, Lummy. Hold on. I got to write it down. It's been...
I can spell it.
Gene, you can't spell it.
Say the word again.
All right, okay. Lummy?
Kosciuszko.
Yeah, spell Kosciuszko. Spell it out verbally so we can...
K-A-S-K-I-O-S-K-O.
K-A-S...
K-I-O...
K-I-O...
S-K-O.
S-K-O.
Oh, my gosh, he got it.
No,
Boom.
he did not.
Oh,
he's not even close.
Yeah.
It's not even close. When we come back, we will actually give you the correct spelling of the...
I'm beating Lummy up right now.
Watch your language. Watch your language. Watch your language. It's way off. We're going to get to the real spelling next. Burn a timeout.
See, he's
Chill
worse
out.
than Chad.
Okay,
and he's supposed to be my partner.
Okay, we're gonna
He's
get to
supposed
that.
to be,
We're gonna get to that next.
Damn,
Hold on.
Bubba, you're hot.
Bubba-isms are the best thing in the world, man.
It's fun. It's so much fun.
Bubba the Love Sponge. We love you, Bubba.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Spelled it right.
2 letters off.
Gee, hey, let me. When I tried, I think I spelled it right.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I said yeah. So we're gonna give them the right spelling, and then we're gonna do the way Gene says.
That's close. Very close.
No, you're not.
I'm 2 letters
Hold
off.
on. Okay, hold on. Ready?
K.
It's KOS. You say K.
I'm 1 letter.
You say
KAS.
hold on, Gene. Hold on. It's the correct spelling is. No, we need to do this on the air. We're not doing it. We're going right to this, Gene. Let me.
All right.
And then from there, maybe to McAfee.
Okay.
Dumb ass librarian. And then Lummy tells me, you got it. And I look at him, and he's got a grateful smile, like I really did. So I believe it.
You jumped off.
Instantly. Fucking asshole.
Gene's mad. We didn't get those 2 Cracker Chris. I got the cards up. Thanks, Cracker Chris. What's up, Kenny from Powers? What's up, 305 Express?
Hey, Lummy.
Yes, sir.
I gotta send you something that Gooch sent me. I don't know if I necessarily should say it out loud.
Oh.
It may be a possible hiccup. Let me send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you and Gary.
Okay. Don't drink bourbon. What's up, Cracker Chris? Good morning.
I'm on it, Gooch.
We have it, except that today it didn't get put up again, it looks like, but we've had it every day.
Let's
So I'll find out.
make sure we stay on that.
Yeah.
If it's broken, fix it.
I know Gary was supposed he was on it, so.
No, but if just tell him to.
Yeah, I'll see what's going on with it.
I mean, it's very important.
Yes.
Very important.
I mean, there is a message that's applied the whole time. It says all the information that's plastered on it. But I'll find out what's going on. What's up, Uncle Rocky?
Whoop, whoop.
It's 8:30.
It's supposed to feel like 111 out today.
Yeah, it's gonna be miserable. Absolutely miserable.
It's supposed to be that hot today?
That's what they're saying. No chance of rain.
A chance of rain or no?
No.
No chance of rain?
Like 10%, if that.
Like 10%.
Yeah.
30% on Saturday and no percent on Sunday.
$647, $830. Get Gene to 700 by next break.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener supported on Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App for all people.
Oh, I was enjoying some of Lasker's string cheese that he brought me. That's good, isn't it?
Man, these intros are great.
Well, it gives you time to kind of get your stuff together a little bit, or is it just soothing?
It's just cool.
It's just is it very?
It's always different.
Is it soothing for you, Gene?
I don't know about soothing.
Get immersed into the music.
I can't be soothing sitting here next to Lummy.
Well, hold on. What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm always on the defense with the guy.
Why? He's never.
He's always against me.
He poses no threat for you, bud.
I know, but he kind of does.
What do you mean?
Like he tried to tell me I was right.
Oh, he was
smiled and laughed.
You're talking about
thought it was a great thing. And
when you were trying to spell Kosciuszko.
And all he was doing was, shoving me in a trash can.
So when you were trying to spell Kosciuszko, he was kind of really giving you the Johnny Rah-Rah.
Yeah.
So you think you're doing good.
And so I jumped up and said, yeah, like I did.
So by the way, for Kosciuszko is the county of which I grew up in. Warsaw is the county seat of Kosciuszko County. I've already gone through the history of what that is. So, Gene, it's spelled Kosciuszko. Kosciuszko. Gene spelled it Kaskio.
A lot of K's in there.
Yeah, so, Gene, on the first
Sound
part.
it out. There's always two. It's got to be two.
On the first part, you spelled it. It's spelled KOS. You spelled it KAS. On the second
Wait a
part,
second. Is it COS or it's KOS?
It's K.
KOS.
Okay, so I'm only one letter off.
Right, you won there. But here's where it goes south for you.
Okay.
In real time, it's spelled CIU.
Oh, really?
You spelled it KAI.
KAS.
No.
Oh, the next three words.
Yes, Kosciuszko.
Yeah.
So you spelled it. The first part,
KAS.
You spelled it KAS when it's really KOS, and then you spelled it KAI, which is
KIO.
KIO.
Yeah.
And it's really spelled CIU.
Really?
Yeah.
That's stupid Polish
And then
people.
but you're Polish, by the way. You speak of your heritage. You're
I can't help that I'm stupid.
I know, but hold on.
Because God made me a Polak.
But Gene, hold on now. You did pull the nose up because the last part, it's spelled SKO, and you spelled it
SKO.
SKO. So you're not too bad.
So I'm 3 letters off.
Well, yeah. 4.
But anybody that's white American can look at Kosciuszko, my wording, and spell it out. And,
I understand.
And it
I
would
understand,
work.
but a lot of time in the white, not so smart community, that you think it's not spelled the way you think it is. So you're wrong. You didn't spell it correctly, my friend.
Well,
the state of emergency.
I'm sorry, but it is today's
still
word.
underwater.
It is today's word. We'll be referring back to it a few more times today to see if indeed you remember the word. Do you remember the word of your first week?
Strategies?
No.
Streamlines or something?
Let's go through this now. It's a work in progress.
Strategist.
This is all about you like exercising.
I don't remember all these words
Gene,
because I'm never going to use them other than you sticking them in my mouth.
Gene, don't you realize that we're exercising your brain right now?
I don't need no exercise.
No, you really do.
I'd rather be a fat guy.
No, you need to exercise your brain and your cognitive thinking ability, Gene. Your what? Your cognitive thinking ability.
Cognitive? No, that should be a word.
That is a word. Cognitive. Cognitive. Do you know what cognitive is?
No, Sarah does. I just asked her. She'll tell me.
I know. Gene, you can't always rely on your beautiful wife.
Why not?
Because
she's always there.
What if something would happen to her?
Then
then I'm screwed, man. I'm illiterate.
Man.
I'm as illiterate and stupid as I really am. She helps me pull the nose up on the deal.
She ain't got no damn sisters either.
Cognitive learning skills.
Cool.
Now, not to be confused with what was your first week word, buddy?
I'm trying to think of it. It was
I'm going to tell you what it is.
Okay, say it again.
Striations.
Yeah, striations.
And what does striations mean?
It's the veins that poke out of you.
Yeah, when you're really in shape and vascular. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, or you could be old and stupid.
Well, yes, you can
have
absolutely.
veins showing.
Yeah. And then, Gene, last week's word was sleep apnea.
Apnea.
Say it. What is that?
Sleep apnea.
Yes, sleep apnea. And what is sleep apnea?
It's when you snore and your wife has to leave the bedroom.
Yes, there you go. Exactly. It's exactly what the medical term of it is called. When you snore and your wife has to leave the bedroom disease. Yes, indeed, you're right, Gene. And then today's word, Gene?
Is Kaskowsko.
It's the county. It's a very
Kaskowsko.
It's the county in which Warsaw, Indiana is located. It's Kosciuszko.
Kosciuszko.
Yes. So you'll be asked that several different times throughout the day.
That should start with a C.
Well, Gene, I know it needs. Just learn it the correct way. And when I ask you to refer back to what our special word of the day is, what is it?
I'm not going to remember these from week to week.
Yeah, well,
don't even put that on my plan.
That's where you're wrong because
no, that's where you're wrong. You better get your librarian over there to write stuff down.
We will. We'll have it. We'll have it well documented.
I'm no librarian.
Okay, I know that, Gene, but eventually it's through repetitive.
I can't even read my own writing.
But eventually,
I know you wrote the word down.
Gene, eventually you will learn these words.
Listen,
you're not. Hold on.
I am way past learning.
Gene, here's what you don't understand. If you do something repetitively enough, where the
only thing I do repetitive is check my bank account.
Okay. But we're going to go through this every time you're on the air, and eventually you will have memorized a few of these.
I don't want to memorize nothing but my vault number.
Okay, Gene. Okay. I'm asking you for the show to try to remember these things. It makes for great content, okay? Now, what's the first week word? Striations.
Yeah, striations.
Yes.
I mean, it's not a common thing I would think in my head.
Well, then we're going to have to
first
keep...
thing I think of is just the vein.
We got to keep
Can we just call it veins?
You got to keep... No, you got to call
veins
it...
popping?
You got to call it striations.
Striations.
Second week word. Second week word.
So if I write these down on my whiteboard,
you can.
Dan, leave it alone.
I don't know. Maybe text yourself or something. I don't know.
I don't know. You can be like Jay and write it in permanent marker.
Okay.
He wrote it in permanent marker on his, and he can't get it off.
No, on mine.
Can you get it off?
Get
some gas.
Yeah, probably gas.
On that. No
all right.
way,
so,
really?
Gene, what is?
You spit on that and wipe it, it won't come off.
No, Gene.
What?
What's the second week word?
Hold on. It was It wasn't amphibious. It was
amphibious. Where does he come? Where does he come?
Oh, that's what popped up in my head.
All right, so first of all...
It was, hold on, it was, damn, I want to say emphysema, but it's not that either, is it?
What?
I don't know. It's just, that's what's in my head to say. Hold on.
I'm going to give it to you, but are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea, that's right.
Yes. Now, what's the first week?
Striations.
Yes.
And sleep apnea.
Yes. And then today?
Can I just say Costco?
No, you got it. It's the county in Indiana.
Kaskowski.
Oh.
Say it again.
Kosciuszko. Come on, Gene.
Dumbass Polish.
Anyway, Lummy, I'm not going to go through this ABC report. Well, maybe I should, as they have some heavy flooding up there.
Yeah, they are.
You're all in trouble up there.
Let me just see. Maybe the football field will be underwater and the whole thing gets canceled. I don't know.
Well, it looks like Warsaw might be okay.
Flooding and life-threatening conditions. The storms and the aftermath. This is Indiana here tonight. Look at this. Emergency teams now using drones with night vision to search for possible victims.
Oh my God!
That's a person getting out of their roof to get on a boat.
ABC's Alex Perez.
I need to find out what part of Indiana this is in.
The storm zone tonight.
Who cares? You got to go through it to get to where you're going.
She's in the storm zone. Let's see what see where it's at.
Tonight, after days of howling straight-line winds, a foot of torrential rain, and multiple confirmed tornadoes,
that's a hurricane.
Rivers are overtaking neighborhoods across parts of the Midwest, all of Indiana under a state of emergency. So many cities and towns around Indiana.
Man, when you're
take that bridge out.
No, it'll just knock it right off its foundation eventually.
Indianapolis inundated. Christian Cole.
Hold on, I think he said where this is what. Shut up, Gene, for a second. Don't step on him.
Indianapolis inundated. So many cities and towns around.
Town of Yorktown, Indiana.
Indianapolis inundated.
So this is like up and around Indy? So this is the middle part of the state.
Christian Cole opening the door to his flooded apartment in Newcastle to this.
Oh, these are all
2 feet of water.
These are all. Newcastle is on the northeast side of Indianapolis.
Inside his home, he lost nearly everything.
It's devastating, but everyone's okay. And
to find 2 feet of water.
Your dildo's floated there, bro. Don't worry
there's
about
not a lot of guys like this in Indiana. This is not your standard Indiana guy.
Are we sure?
Inside his home, he lost.
These got big rugged guys like Gooch and Sumo and Shane Brown and
where they at?
Denzel and Larry Plummer. They're not these kind of dudes.
Everything.
Now, Larry Plummer's not going to be crying like a little bitch.
It's devastating, but everyone's okay, and I have wonderful neighbors, and it's a great community.
Sumo will be like, well,
everybody help me get out of here.
Sumo will be like, they're interviewing Sumo. Well, goddamn, waters came up here, took my house, and my shop's okay, though, but
that's why I own air,
we're going to be hanging out in the shop here, and then me and the boys will have my house bid up in about a week or so. We'll have it back up on track. We'll be okay.
We'll be good.
I got a hell of an insurance policy anyway. I'm triple insured.
And we'll get through it.
Rescue operations continuing around the clock. Night vision drone video showing firefighters checking homes in Connorsville, Indiana.
And David, back here in Indiana, they are still dealing with standing floodwaters in many areas, and this is not over just yet. There are flood watches through at least.
Man, so Warsaw is right here. Right there.
It's under.
On this part of the F of Fort Wayne. That's where Warsaw is.
Tomorrow in 8 states. David?
We're thinking about all those families.
I got to call Larry today and say, hey, am I getting a washout?
Yeah. Hey, Alex, thanks again. And tonight we're also watching Tropical Storm Lala forming off Hawaii in the Central Pacific. The system with winds currently up to 40 miles per hour.
We don't ever recognize storms from that part of the place. So what's up with the Pat McAfee thing? It's my understanding that he went and joined Trump and these things called the Patriot Games.
Yeah, he ran the Patriot Games.
Yeah, and what is the Patriot Games?
It's
is it for handicapped kids?
No, it's high school athletic. It's like a high school athletic competition.
All right, so it's like the Olympics of high school. It's like the USA Olympics of high school kids.
Yeah, 120 students competed for $250,000 in scholarships.
Okay, but was it a track and field? Was it a football? Was it was it like a shot put? What were the events?
The presidential test, obstacle courses, team competition, varsity track and field, pop a shot.
All right, so, okay.
Just different things.
Yeah. And so him and Pat McAfee and Trump went to these Patriot Games yesterday. Well, or was Pat McAfee, was he the MC?
Yeah, he was the MC.
Of the Patriot Games.
Yes.
So then when he wasn't doing his MC duties, he was sitting by Trump.
Yeah.
Right. And God, somebody has taken a hot mic or some type of microphone that was supposedly turned on when they were just sitting there talking amongst themselves, and they are trying to start the rumor that the N-word was uttered between one or two of them. And I've listened to the audio, and there's nothing you can't hear any you can't hear anything. They're just kind of you just hear some mumble you literally can't hear anything. There's nothing to be heard. And
why are they saying it?
Because to start a smear campaign on anybody that associates themselves with our president. Now here's the deal. You may not like this guy to be your president. You may not like Trump and that he's your president. Okay, that's fine. And you may think he's an ass bucket and he's not doing the right thing. And, you could be a hardcore liberal Democrat and just, totally not have any respect for the guy at all. That's fine. You didn't vote for the guy. You won't vote for the guy. He appalls you. He makes, and people have that where they just really hate the guy. But when you're just making stuff up on the dude, and that anybody that hangs out with our president is now officially a bad person and you are to try to troll him and try to cancel his life and try to make up stuff that, and listen, that's the worst thing you can put on an innocent person, is when two influential white guys, Trump arguably, that's as successful as a white guy could potentially be, the president of the United States. That's a pretty good gig. Like, you're a pretty successful white guy. You're kind of a big shot. And then, Pat McAfee, who is arguably one of the best, pop culture, he's got his hands in everything, whether it's wrestling or, being the main guy on ESPN or his own YouTube and his own digital platforms to College Game Day. He's kind of the it guy. He's kind of the it male in broadcasting, if you will.
Yeah.
And so those two get together. They're good dudes. They got a great following. But they're polarizing, and you just make stuff up. You make up that he said the N-word. It didn't happen. Nobody said the N-word. There's no bit of tape. There's no bit of nothing that even come closest to have either one of these guys saying the N-word. But that's what you put on two white guys that you want to try to take down and screw with, right? You throw it right on them.
And he's also getting backlash just for attending because
and so we're so ate up with just hate. Listen, I didn't like Joe Biden. I didn't vote for the guy. I thought he was a joke. I thought he was sleepy. I thought he was checked out. I thought he was, senile with dementia.
Pedophile?
No, I'm not going to call him a pedophile, but he did like to sniff young girls' hair.
He kissed the little girl's ear.
Yeah, well, okay, in your world, you can roll that way. But you know what? I fundamentally, if a famous talk show, like if Joe Rogan or Pat McAfee or, Colin Cowherd or, just these really famous Dan Le Batard.
Doug Comes Mistake, 25.
Thank you, buddy.
Boom.
These famous sportscasters, if they would have been hanging out with Biden, I might have had some jokes, be like, man, why the hell would you hang out with Gramps like that? But I'd have a snide comment, but I'm not going to try to get the guy canceled. I'm not going to try to, make stuff up.
They do that to you?
I know. I understand that. But,
why can't they do that to him?
So think about the little world that we live in, Lummy. And how much bull crap we get, and how, we can post a picture of Dan's cut forearm from him getting surgically ready to repair, and we get the trolls turn us in immediately, and we get a community standard strike for violence.
What?
Yeah. And it took us all day. And by the way, for all the trolls that, we didn't. Yeah, you did, because YouTube told us where the complaint came from. It wasn't their algorithm that picked it up. Let's just say that. They verified their algorithm didn't flag it. It was manually flagged. So what's that tell you? You can sit there and make all the excuses you want, you little pussy-ass bitches, but you just need to keep watching and hating and being obsessed. You're just so obsessed. My God. What a bunch of sickos. And what's worse, to take hate to a whole nother level, and you hate a guy for just going to do a good thing for the community, a good thing for young kids, and go out and host these Patriot Games. And I'm sure that he donated his time. I'm sure he did. He probably has a fairly large appearance fee, but with this particular situation, as you're hosting the Patriot Game, which is good for kids, you probably waive your appearance fee and do it, for the good of the kids.
You get a receipt though, so you can use it against your taxes.
Yeah, you can get a receipt for one personal appearance. Pat McAfee, $100K.
It was live streamed on ESPN, so I'm sure that ESPN asked him to do him a favor.
Sure, I'm sure he's part of the ESPN family. They pay. I think he's the highest paid entity of all ESPN.
Really?
Stephen A. Smith, number 2.
Wow.
But Pat McAfee, number 1. I think he signed a 3-year $100 million deal or something like that.
Yeah, he's sitting pretty.
So he goes out and does these games, the Patriot Games, does a great job. He's awesome, and then He sits by Trump to watch the last part of the game, and now everybody who hates Trump is trying to potentially say Pat McAfee's a bad dude, and they heard the N-word uttered while they were sitting together.
With no proof.
That never happened. That never happened. I think is this Pat breaking down?
Well, this is him.
I think
this is him kind of talking about the Patriots game.
that thing is an incredible idea. I'm excited to see what that grows into.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people invested in that.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly. A lot of people invested. Head of Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Head of ABC.
Wide.
Head of ESPN.
Wide.
Why do they always say wide?
It's
like a little Pat McAfee talk.
Yeah, and it's also like, Stone Cold when, they kind of do that whole thing. Cool,
United
Luke,
States of
$50.
America.
Wide.
And me and Gumpy.
Yep, that's right.
All time.
Okay.
Just an all time laugh.
2 kids from every single state, territory, and I believe reservation came to compete to try to get better. And I think this is an initiative that is going to continue. I think this is a big deal. And anything that is going to amplify or encourage the next generation to remain active and competitive, I think that is a huge thing I would be a part of. I have given, and this is not,
Isn't it
I mean,
sad?
we certainly have said this publicly because I think
Isn't it sad that now our kids, like, they just don't normally join sports and in high school, and they have to be like motivated to do it. Back in the day, man, we couldn't try out for football fast enough. That's
right.
I don't know why they don't join up now. They all get trophies.
True. Sign up now and get a trophy. Even if you're in last place, your trophy's not any bigger than the champions. Because everybody would get their feelings hurt now if the trophies were a little bit bigger like they used to be. When you're in last place, you didn't even get a trophy back in the day. They told you, hey,
hell no.
Your team sucks. Only the top 3 teams get. Your team finished 7th out of 7 teams. You get nothing. You better hope you get some better players next year, or you better improve your skill set. Maybe you guys can get up there for, be a little more competitive. But right now, you suck, kid. Remember, your coaches would actually tell you suck. Like, I had a coach named Fred Boggs, and he was like, he kind of reminds you of the Walter Matthau character in the Bad News Bears. Like, he would show up kind of with liquor on his breath, and he smoked cigarettes, like right in front of the kids. But he'd be like, I'd strike out during practice, and he'd go, Clem, that's your 3rd strikeout of the day. Jesus God, buddy. Really? Do I need to put your ass on the bench? I'd be like, I kind of motivate you, want you to really try a little bit harder. They tell you suck, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we have to motivate these kids in order to get them to even play athletics?
it maybe motivates others to do the same.
All right, now, okay, enough of the pitch. This is supposedly, here's the big payoff. And this is the biggest bunch of bullshiz as I've ever had. This is supposedly the audio clip of where they say Pat McAfee.
They're not going to say that here.
They say Pat McAfee or Donald Trump uttered the N-word.
Yeah, whatever.
And let's listen. We're going to listen to it. That's the clip.
That's it?
That's the clip.
There's no word said.
N-word uttered. Cancel Pat McAfee. He's a dick. He's in big trouble. He uttered the he uttered the N-word.
I mean, you can't even say the N-word friendly, like, hey, Nate.
Gene, no.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I know what you're saying. I want you to shut up.
There.
No, you got to shut up. My
Lord.
Lord.
You know what we do?
I mean, no, we don't do that. We don't do that, Gene. We got to burn a timeout immediately.
Sure do.
Yep, he insulted everyone during that last break. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Do you want to do one more break and then Gene, 5th grade?
Yeah.
Or 3rd, 4th grade?
Yeah.
Okay. One more break.
Yeah, you Wallace, hit them thumbs up, man. Let's go, Grouper Lips. Thumbs up, Snook Slayer. All the crazies in the rumbles. Dirt Merchant, morning. Carlo Barlow. Damn, Gene's so stupid. Can you degree a camshaft? Do you know why a camshaft is even in a motor? Explain me that. Tell me how it was stupid. Can you put a ring gear and pinion in and check the backlash? How about that? Morning. Dirt Merchant, great show today, thank you. Thanks for all the thumbs up, guys. I'm glad today's Friday, man. I get my monster truck home and get it put together so I can sell it and invest some more. I want to invest some money in some trees, bro. I want to put some trees on my property. Some specialties, some palmers and some, I don't know what other things, some things we picked out, me and my wife, put down the sidelines and put some green on my property. Permagrome, how about it? Is it a funny show, Broser? Good, thank you. Joey the Wall. No, I'm not putting no weed plants in. Though I should throw a couple in the back for the hell of it, just to have them. LS swaps are overrated. They're ATS drummer, but they're so easy to work on it, and everything works off the one computer, so it's kind of easy for people to change over stuff, and that's why they've went to them. There's no horsepower on an LS motor, man. And if you try to make it, you got to spend a lot to make that one.
Do you own a commercial property in the Bay Area? And is it in need of some landscape maintenance? Contact Average Joe today. With over 15 years of experience, Average Joe is one of the Bay Area's leading full-service commercial landscape contractors, offering irrigation repair and installation, as well as 3D landscape design and installation. Check them out on the web at averagejoetampa.com or email Joe directly at joe@averagejoetampa.com and let them put together a service plan for your needs. Tell them Bubba Army sent you.
The views and opinions made by Gene Lasker are not necessarily those of our advertisers or this radio station.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all of the Bubba Army. Now returns.
Man, today is fly flying. Absolutely flying today. My Lord. Lummy, today is my good friend Gooch. You know Gooch Patterson.
Yes.
Former gas man. And actually, Tony Stewart employee. He was he's employee number 1 within Tony's world of having people that, from the people that take care of the house to the people that run the dirt team to the people that run the NHRA team to the PR people to just to the people that run Eldora. The people, the hundreds and hundreds of employees he used to have when he owned a NASCAR team, and out of all of the people, probably thousands and thousands of people that have worked for Tony at one time or another or currently still do work for him. Employee number 1 is Jeff Gooch Patterson.
Nice.
When he was a NASCAR guy, he was the gas guy on the pit crew and drove Tony's personal bus. Like, he has more time with Tony Stewart than anybody. And Tony listens to him, too. Like, Tony's not afraid of anybody but Gooch. Like, Tony will tell anybody. Oh, 2 people. There's only 2 people that Anthony Stewart is afraid of and will not in any way, shape, or form give him any lip.
AJ
Foyt and Gooch Patterson. And the AJ Foyt deal, Gene, is just out of respect. AJ's old school. But AJ's
old. Pop you right in the head.
AJ's old school, and he he'll smack you upside the head if you say something stupid.
Yeah.
Even at 82 years old, like AJ would still try to lay you out, even though he could. So anyway, my buddy, and by the way, let me use Big Bubba Army. Gooch Patterson listens every day. His son is named Sawyer.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's his birthday today. He just turned 18. So I don't know if he'll listen to this. I think he listens to it. I think he listens to it when Gooch takes him to school, or when he's getting ready in the morning or something. I know that Sawyer is exposed to the show in some way, shape, or form. And today's his 18th birthday. What a good kid, too. He's just he's been raised right.
What's he gonna be?
He might be, well, I don't know what he's going to be, but he's a hell of a hockey player, and he's 6'7".
Oh, wow.
Like, he's 6'7". I think he's
so being tall as a hockey player helps you?
Well, yeah, like Victor Hedman, let me tell you, NHL defensemen now are 6'5" to 6'7".
Yeah, they're big boys.
They're big boys. It's gone from a kind of a smaller, scrappy guy.
So do they get a longer stick?
Yeah, they got a longer everything, Gene.
Yeah,
they got a longer body to block the puck. They got a bigger stick. They usually are the guys that end up fighting on your team. Your defensemen are the guys that end up. Even though fighting isn't as prevalent as it used to be in NHL hockey, they still light it up, and it comes from usually the defenseman, right?
NorCal Mark, $50. Yes.
So happy birthday to Sawyer. Appreciate you, my friend. Your dad is absolutely one of my best friends. He's a great dad. You got such a great set of parents, and that's why he's going to turn. That's why he's such a good kid. He's a good kid. Speaking of kids. This is one of the
that ain't real.
Oh yeah, yes it is, no. Gene. It's real. I ran it through the. You ran it through the AI.
Yeah.
I ran it through the AI. This is real. Now I don't know if it's in Brazil or Argentina or I don't know necessarily geographic. I don't know from the language. Somebody might be. One of the smart guys that are listening to the show right now may be able to pick up what language it is. Maybe at that point you could figure out where this is coming from. It's not anywhere in America, but it's somewhere in the world where the eagles are so big, or the hawks and eagles are so big that they'll try to kidnap your kid.
That's a 35-pound kid, or 30 pounds.
Yeah, that's a 35-pound 4-year-old who's just running he's running in a grassy area, and this eagle swoops down and tries to get him, because you know how eagles kill the prey is they scoop down to get a rabbit or a raccoon or whatever,
claws into them,
or a snake or whatever, and they claw you, then they lift you up about 1,500 feet, and then they drop you, and that kills you, and then they swoop back down after they killed you. And, Gene, you got to think that's the most of it. Boom. And then they swoop down after they've killed you and you're dead. And then that's when they eat. Or they're just and they eat.
Yeah.
while you're there laying in the field. Now they're eating you. Until like a bigger, like maybe a vulture or a bear.
You think you can get that kid off the ground?
Watch. This is unbelievable. Look at him. I mean, and the only thing that happened is the bird ran out of real estate because this wall was coming
get up high enough.
He couldn't get up high enough. But look how far. I'm gonna start it again. I mean, think about
50 yards.
Think about the amount of energy. All you are is a bird, and you got these, feather wings. Think about how hard you got to flap, and he damn near pulled it off. A 40-pound kid almost got sniped by an eagle. Watch this. Yeah. Can you believe it?
And it didn't look like the bird was struggling in any source of trying to pull him that fast.
I mean, he gets some. Now he knows that he's got to start getting some altitude because he's got this wall coming up, and he finally lets go when he can't go any higher. Watch. I mean, he's still trying to get the kid up.
That's hard for me to believe.
Yeah, I mean.
Jeez.
Can you imagine if you lived in a place where you had to say, hey, Sarah, when you're taking little Johnny to school today, don't let an eagle get him. What? Yeah. My buddy Fred down the road, his kid got sniped up by a 37-pound fourth grader, got sniped up by an eagle.
Drug him a fast speed, too.
Yeah. Be careful. I don't want Koba to get, well, man, you have to have a pretty
big... snatch your Koba up.
You need an excavator to get him up.
You're going to need a whole, what do they call the crows when they all gang up?
I don't know what they call crows when they all gang up. I got a question for you, though. What's our daily word?
Kaskowski. Koskiasko.
What was the first week's word?
It was stragnant. Strategizer. Something like that.
It starts with an S, at least.
I know.
Striations. And what do they mean?
They're the veiniest of your arm that Macho Man's got.
Yes. And what was second week's word?
Hold on.
Yeah, you can write this stuff down, Gene. You can. We want you to get them right. You should write this stuff down. As much as you yell at Lummy for not being, now he'll
sleep apnea.
Hey, librarian.
What's that?
Thanks, Grouper Lips.
What is it?
Sleep apnea.
Okay. And what does that mean?
Snoring and you're unavailable. And you make your wife leave.
No, your official explanation is snoring or your wife has to leave the bed.
Yeah, snoring so hard. Snoring
so hard your wife goes and sleeps in the baby's room.
That's terrible. It's mean.
And then what's today?
Kaskowski. Kaskiosko.
Oh, that was pretty close. That was pretty close, buddy. Kosciuszko.
Listen, I would never live there, so why even worry about it?
I know, Gene,
but he did write it down. That's the thing.
It's part of the the curriculum.
He can't read his writing.
I know he can't read his writing. He really can't. Lummy, as soon as these come out, can you have Ashley or Merch Crick or
buy me a pack,
or Sarah or somebody just buy us one pack so we can bring him in and do an on-air taste test. Oreo is coming out supposedly in August 27th. Now,
Lummy, 24th is the release date.
Is it going to be nationwide or just select markets?
It's supposed to be nationwide because they want you to vote on a new Oreo that they're going to bring for 2027.
So they're bringing 3 new Oreos out. And they're going to be the banana pudding, the deep fried cookie, and then
fried,
and then so you got the Oreo banana pudding cookie, you got the Oreo deep fried cookie, and you got the Oreo chicken and waffles cookie.
Stupid.
I don't think the banana pudding one's stupid.
No.
It's going to be interesting to see what it's going to be interesting to see what it looks like. Are they really going to deep fry it?
I don't even order chicken and waffles ever.
Okay, well, Gene, there's a lot of people that do, bud.
Yeah, Colton
Black
loves
people?
Well,
only?
No,
Colton likes it. Jake likes it.
Who does?
Colton.
I like chicken and waffles.
Well, he should have been black anyway. You know that.
Black guy in Cali likes it.
Gene, Stop making everything about a white or black situation.
You're talking about chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
That don't go together. Somebody invented that. Believe it. Nothing but Aunt Jemima goes on my waffle.
Okay, all right, Gene. I know your favorite syrup is Aunt Jemima. That's great. Please.
Put chicken on your waffle, man. That's stupid.
Don't be mad at him, dude. Be happy for him. He would be happy for you.
Yep, they got it all figured out.
Oh, no, I'm happy for him. I'm so happy for him that I would like to beat him with my happiness.
Bubba the Love Sponge returns after this.
Pennsylvania.
Really? About Amish?
Dutch. And it became very popular as a soul food version of Dickie Wells in Harlem.
Oh, well, what did you just say? Soul food version. Did
Dickie
I
Wells.
just nail it? Make sure we say this, okay?
In Harlem.
What did he say?
It's soul food, bro.
Well, after the Dutch created it.
Yeah, Gene, the Dutch created it.
Okay, and then it went to soul food. So who, we're so far past the Dutch, we don't even remember them. But we remember our black community.
What do you mean?
And the soul food people took it over.
There could be white people that are soul.
Yeah. Oh, I am.
Yeah, see?
Right.
Let's see. Dickie Wells. Yeah, he looks like a
Black guy killing. I bathe in chicken grease.
Fucking Gene, he finds it.
It's handsome. You can't say that, black guy. You're not allowed to say that. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, the real is. That's not what we're looking for, though. Looking for the new ones.
Yeah, caveman BTLS. You were right. The Dutch did create chickens and waffles, but it went to soul food right after that. So see, I'm more into that. I remember them days more than I remember Dutch days. Chicken. Is fried chicken using a waffle batter on the chicken?
I don't know, Gene. I mean, you need to figure it out, bud.
Huh?
The Oreo?
No, I thought it was like chicken on a waffle.
It is.
They're saying it's chicken with a waffle batter on the chicken.
Well, maybe it might be that if you're taking it to a whole nother level.
Wow. I might try that if it's a batter, but I ain't slapping a chicken wing on a damn waffle. Which I like waffles and I like chicken, so it'd probably be all right.
I like how Gene wades through this, don't you, Lummy?
Yes, I love it.
I gotta take a piss.
Hold on, Gene. Let's see here.
Man, I just don't know. I'm kind of blown away now.
I'm at Black Restaurants.
I might actually like chicken.
I've been to a couple black restaurants because I got black people work for me, so I don't mind going.
Gene, the rock. Look, this is Dickie Wells, the Harlem guy. This is what his dish looked like. It was waffles, some real waffles, and fried chicken
on top of it, or next to it, eating it together.
Yeah, next to it. They make a chicken and waffle sandwich.
I've seen that before.
A waffle, chicken,
I didn't
egg,
see it.
and then another waffle.
No way.
Yeah. With cheese.
Chick-fil-A ought to come up with that.
They did come out with the chicken waffles.
No, they did not.
Yeah. I don't know if they have it anymore.
They don't have it anymore.
Let's see. Chicken waffle at Chick-fil-A.
That would be an invention right there. If Chick-fil-A had it, I
The chicken and waffle sandwiches will soon be. Oh, it's coming out.
They're coming out with that.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're getting the black customers now.
Well, yeah, I mean,
They didn't have that many black customers in the beginning because it's high dollar.
It's 80th anniversary.
Everybody likes the Popeyes better.
Popeyes is closing. Some of them are closing down.
I love Popeyes.
Churches is not bad. Oh, you know which one you like, Gene? You tried Bojangles yet? That line's not bad now.
It's hardly no line.
I know.
How about it, Gene?
So you get Bojangles. Yeah, they have chicken.
Me and Colbin slipped up in there and got us a 2-piece.
Hey, they got chicken and waffles there.
Where?
Bojangles.
I might have seen that.
Chick-fil-A's coming out with a chicken and waffle sandwich.
Who is?
Chick-fil-A.
Just like NASCAR putting a black guy in a race car.
August 24th.
What was that, Gene? You know what I'm saying? No. What are you saying? You want to get more fans, your fan base, you only got all the rednecks, because, between Petty and Earnhardt, you got us all. You want to get some more fans.
Welcome to Fender Works, a full-service auto body repair and refinishing company located in Clearwater, Florida. From miter door dings to full collisions, they do it all. All of their repairs come with a lifetime warranty and satisfaction guarantee. They will beat any written estimate and will not lose a job over price. It's their honesty and down-to-earth approach that has separated them from the rest. They'll literally go out of their way to satisfy their customers. Go see Adam now for a free estimate, 727-542-6420 or FenderWorks.com, or go see their Fender Works Facebook page.
Back to Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener supported at Bubba Army on Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App.
Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Now that Gene failed 5th grade, he is ruggedly in 4th grade. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show presents Gene Lasker. Is he smarter than a 4th grader? Brought to you by Morgan Exteriors.
Gene Lasker, there's a lot riding on this, my friend. It really is. And I've already verified that I'm getting the questions and Gene has verified it as well, from a 4th grade 375 fun and educational trivia questions for 4th grade. So we have the curriculum of 4th grade. We have the sound effects, of course, every right, every wrong, if you win the deal, and if you lose the deal.
You got this, Gene. You got this.
Gee, I gotta get.
Are you making fun of me now?
No, nobody's.
We're not talking to you.
Who's making fun of who?
The librarian.
I said you got this. I'm cheering you on.
I don't believe you.
You just said you got it.
Told me I was right on that word, and I was wrong.
Kurt Morgan said that he's with Herbie Cope right now, and they said you're pretty much the equivalent to a modern day Joe Dirt, and not the famous track announcer, but from the movie Joe Dirt.
Oh, nice.
You're kind of that guy. So, Gene, are you ready? Hold on, Gene. Gene, realize you got to put 3 together here to get back to 5th, and if you would happen to lose 3 in a row, you're going back to 3rd grade, Gene. I mean, listen, there's no shame in your game. We're going to eventually find out what your intellect level is, and then we're going to be able. And you may not think I can learn you, but I can learn you, Gene. I can learn you. Can I show you?
Morgan is calling up and dogging on me.
He just texted and said that him and Herbie are together right now, and you are the equivalent of Joe Dirt, is what he wanted me to say. Yes, Morgan's somewhat poking fun at you. Yes, and what are you going to do about it? Nothing.
No, I'm not.
Because he'll whip your ass.
I know, but he ain't won a race lately.
I understand. Hold on.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's not how you determine a man's
you
worth.
Determined by the last race that you've ever won.
Kurt, I can't tell you the last time you won a race.
He's a racer.
All right, Gene, let's not get...
All right.
We have some work to do here, okay, buddy?
Herbie, get that name, Gene Lasker, ready for that blue 14 car.
Okay. You wouldn't fit. That guy that drives...
I'm fitting now. I'm 240, bro.
Not compared to Davy Joe, whatever is driving.
Yeah, but if the 90-pounder can't win a race...
Yeah, he can. He's going to win. He's won some races.
We've been hoping for a long time.
Well, put Tyler Clem in there.
That's what I tried to say.
Kurt, put Tyler Clem in there. Put a local guy in there.
But Tyler Clem don't want to run pavement.
No, he will. Tyler Clemmer run pavement.
You going to make him?
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not going to make him.
Well, we asked him. He could drive for me right now.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And we'd pass the 14 on the outside.
Absolutely, he would drive pavement for you. Absolutely, he would.
I've already asked 3 to 4 times.
No, yeah, I haven't asked. I have to ask.
You asked and get him there Saturday night.
Well, I don't know.
It's a little quick turnaround.
Well, just hold on. Let's get through this contest before we. I can make that text later today for Tyler. Let me just see if it went. Are you ready, Gene? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Number one. You keeping score?
Yes, sir.
First to 11. If he gets 11 right before 11 wrong,
11.
He hears
11.
this. If he gets 11 wrong before he gets 11 right, he gets that right there. Here we go. Gene Lasker. Are you smarter than a fourth grader? Will you determine that all Chatamungo pages are down?
Yes.
Phone is face down.
Yes, it is.
Boom. No earpieces or anything that Sarah could be getting messages to him real time.
Here
we go. Which part of your body pumps through all your veins?
Which what?
Which part of your body pumps blood? I'm sorry, I forgot blood. I'm nervous, Gene. You got me nervous. I'm nervous for you, buddy. Which part of your body pumps blood throughout your veins?
Your heart.
Again, this is 4th grade curriculum.
Yeah, big start.
If you think it's real easy.
Good start.
Shut up, librarian. What gas do we breathe in our bodies that we need to live?
Oxygen. Man, I like being a 4th grader. Sweet.
I like being a 4th grader. Man, I'm smart as hell.
Hell yeah.
Man, if I was in 4th grade, I would be the smartest guy in the class. I get an A. All right, Gene, ready?
Yeah.
What bright star lights and warms planet Earth each day?
The sun.
Whew, man, you love 4th grade.
Yes, I do.
Clean sweep.
What do bees collect from flowers to make honey?
Pollen.
Which layer of the Earth is made up of liquid iron and nickel?
What?
Which layer of the Earth is made of liquid iron and nickel?
Which layer?
Yep.
The third one.
What do we call water turning into vapor when it's heated?
Steam.
What simple machine is a flat board that turns on a fulcrum?
A flat board that turns.
What simple machine is a flat board that turns on a fulcrum? Which organ helps fish breathe underwater?
Gills.
All right.
What is the official score?
4 right, 4 wrong.
4 and 4, Gene. Oh my God. What do scientists use to look at very tiny things?
A scope of some kind of microscope.
All right.
Which planet is known for its great red spot storm? It's got a big red spot on this particular planet.
Venus.
What do you call young frogs that still have their tails?
Tadpoles.
Which gas fills party balloons and makes them float up?
Nitrous. Really?
Lummy, what are we at?
6 right, 6 wrong.
Ooh. What? 4th grade genius, not as easy as you thought it was going to be. What part of the plant carries water from the roots? What part of a plant carries water from the roots?
The hell does that mean?
What part of a plant carries water up from the roots?
The trunk?
What kind of rock forms when hot lava cools and hardens? You know what, Lummy? I'm not going to. This is actually. He's not going to get it, so I'm going to cut this one out. It's It's called ingenious rock.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah. So that doesn't count as a wrong. We're just not. That's way too hard of a question. Like most people don't know that. All right, here we go. Let me. What is the score? Where are we at?
It is 6 right, 7 wrong.
Okay. What is the frozen form of water that falls as white flakes?
Snow.
Which sense organ lets you smell fresh baked cookies?
Your nose?
I mean, where are we at here? We 10.
In the head.
8 right, 7 wrong.
8 right, 7 wrong. Damn, Gene, this is a nail biter, is it not? I mean, you thought it was going to be a walk in the park, right?
For a moment, I did.
What path does electricity follow inside a flashlight? What path does electricity follow inside of a flashlight?
Hell, if I know a path, change the damn battery.
Which planet is closest to the sun?
The moon.
Lummy, what's our score?
8 right, 9 wrong.
Oh. First to 11, 8 to 9 on the wrong side. What unit is used by most countries to measure temperature that's not Fahrenheit?
What?
What unit is used in most countries to measure temperature?
Thermometer?
Does that put us at 10?
Yes, it does.
And the next one?
This is 10. 10 wrong. 8 right.
What organ in plants makes food using sunlight?
Now, how in the hell does fourth graders know everything about plants? They don't go to Lowe's every day.
That's 11. I'm done.
Gene, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm reading it just the way that I even gave you one when they asked about what the moon rocks were called. I gave you that one because I was like, that's,
We didn't learn about plants until we was about 10th grade when we knew to give a girl a rose so we can try to get a date.
Okay, there you go. That's what Gene knows about plants.
That's about it.
Okay, so what organ in plants makes food using sunlight?
Makes food using a tomato?
What?
Gene Lasker. Gene, you missed your first one of 4th grade, bud. I mean,
science got him.
Gene.
Plant life, man. What 4th grader knows anything about plants?
I'm just saying,
I'll hit
buddy.
Coben right in the head if he tells me a right answer about a plant.
I'm just saying you can't
Me
hit
and him
your
ain't
son.
never learned about plants. We ain't talked about plants our whole life,
I'm
me
just
and him.
saying you can't hit your kid in the head because he might know an answer.
We bought
about
plants for my wife the other day, and he goes, well, which one are you going to get? I go, the ones that look cool. That's it.
Okay, Gene, I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you lost.
They didn't teach about plants when I went to
Gene,
school.
just take the L, bud. Just take the L.
I guess.
I mean, you have the ability to learn. Watch. I'll prove it to you. What's the first week's special word?
Socialism.
It was
I forgot what it was.
We've been going through
Scarface
it and
something.
through it and through it. It's not
I didn't write it down.
striations.
That's it.
Write it down. Striations.
Striations.
I bet he spelled it STRIASIANS.
How did you spell it, Gene?
Striations. How did you spell it, Gene?
STYATIONS.
It's close. That's close.
Okay. So
at least I can read my own writing on that
I
word.
understand. So the first week's word was striations.
Yep. And then it was
the second week word was sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea, yeah.
Yeah, write it down.
Yeah.
And then this week's word is the county that I come from, and it's from
Kosciuszko.
Kosciuszko. Yeah. Okay, bud?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, President Trump is claiming the U.S.
Okay, like how many times does this how many times do we have to hear this? Just want to let you know we're real close to the we're gonna end up controlling the strait. It's all about the strait. Gonna cease fire. I'm telling you, man, you want to know, and I hate to say Pete said, but Next Thursday on Deadly Intentions, Pete breaks down part 1 of how this Iranian war situation started and his opinion as to where it's headed, and it ain't good. And most of what he says, we've not heard. Everything from our assassination attempt via Ukraine on President Putin to the fact that we removed the Venezuelan leader when they were turning their currency, as to how they traded oil from the Chinese currency to the U.S. dollar. And so, the countries that currently trade oil now on this new Chinese BRICS system are Russia. These are the people that trade oil using the new Chinese system, backed mostly by gold, unlike the U.S. dollar, who we've actually been off the gold standard since August of 71 with Richard Nixon. And we've not been on the gold standard, meaning as many printed dollars that are in circulation, we have that much gold backing that dollar. We've been off of that since 1971. That's just how much the ship has sailed. And so these countries, China came up with a new, dollar, so to speak, and how these countries trade that, the most precious commodity in the world, which is oil. And when these major companies switched to how they brokered and paid for and traded oil commodities in the Chinese new financial instrument instead of U.S. dollars, here are the following countries that are currently doing it. Or was Russia, China, Venezuela, and Iran. Well, we try to take out, people don't know, and Pete will walk you through it, but we tried to take out Putin in January through a Ukrainian drone system that we got Putin's actual location detail as to where he was going to be at this particular time, because he was scheduled to have a conference call with Donald Trump. Number 2, we went into Venezuela, replaced their leader, put him in an American prison, and put the woman that was his vice president that will do anything Trump says. It's Trump's sock puppet. And so they changed how they were trading oil from the Chinese back over to the U.S. And there's rumors and what have you that we actually now are brokering all of Venezuelans' oil. We've taken over their oil to try to strengthen our economy. And then we needed to take out Iran and control who the leader there was so they could flip back to selling their oil with U.S. dollars instead of these Chinese bricks, Willie. And we completely miscalculated. We didn't realize how much Russia and China were going to be involved. And we think that we got these guys down and out and they're on their final, but it's being reported that way to us that, they're on their last, they can barely make it. Meanwhile, it's not like that at all. They've actually flipped the script, and they blew up a couple desalinization plants from our allies and one of Saudi Arabia's small refineries, and they've told the U.S., we got a lot more of this, and we've underestimated how many remaining missiles they have. We haven't even got into their second core. They blew off all their 1992 stuff that they got from Russia. And they were blowing these junk ass, missiles at various, parts of various military bases and at our ships and what have you. And we were having to use $3 to $5 million missiles to take out their $25,000 missiles. And so they blew all those off to begin with for us to have to eat into our ammunition, into our munitions. Now we're desperately low, and they haven't even brought out their big stuff yet. So they've completely flipped the script. It's not looking good for us, but nobody's reporting that. We get stuff like this.
Has, quote, total control over the Strait of Hormuz and says the U.S. might keep it, but Tehran is pushing back, saying the strait remains blocked until its demands are met. For more on this, we're joined now by...
they're hard. They're not backing down. Nope. They are not backing down. We have underestimated them. We have absolutely underestimated them.
Retired Vice Navy Admiral Robert Moret. He's also the Deputy Director of Syracuse.
What's this old timer got to say? Do you know?
Syracuse University's Institute for Security, Police, and Law. Well,
it'd be interesting because that's what, pretty much I think we are. I think the only way we get out of this is if Trump baby faces gives them everything they want and then lies to the American people as to what the real deal is. You know what I'm saying? The deal that gets presented to Americans is probably going to be not the deal that the Iranians accept. But in order so we don't look stupid, like a bunch of pussies that put our tail between our legs and had to retreat, we're going to, soup it up and lie to the American people as to what it's all about. But what it's all about is they're going to control the strait, and nobody's setting foot on their ground to check any type of a nuclear type stuff or anything like that. Ain't going to happen.
Admiral, always good to have you on the program. I want to start with this question of control. So, as I just mentioned, the president, Iran, both claiming control over the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, so I mean, how many times have we seen this now? We say, our guy says we own it, we're good, we're in charge, we're in charge, we have a blockade, hold on yours. And then their guy is saying, we got it. We're in charge of this. That's the whole thing. Who's really in charge? Who's lying? Who's telling the truth?
Hormuz. This feels like it's gone on for quite some time. But in your expert opinion, what's the reality check here?
Yeah, tell us, my friend. Let me see if we can get finally somebody really breaking it down.
Let's see.
That we should have never invaded these guys. We should have just left them alone and let them trade their little oil and Chinese currency and make the best of it. But instead, man, we are balls deep in this, and I don't know if we can even get out without making them pregnant.
Really controls this vital waterway.
Yeah, Kelly, I would say the truth is somewhere in between. The term that I would use is contested. Like the Straits of Hormuz remains contested and is at risk for, I wouldn't say it's either open or closed. There's a trickle of ships getting through. I want to say over the last week or so, it's been about a dozen, roughly per day, nowhere near the roughly 130 ships that came in and out of the Straits of Hormuz before the war started in February.
I know. So the 12 that are getting through, who's letting them through? Right? Is it our military that are getting them through, or is it what?
Worry. And the ability to contest it is another example of asymmetric warfare, and the ability of the Iranians to provide threats to merchant shipping, very vulnerable merchant shipping, which cannot be protected at scale. You can protect small numbers of ships getting out of there, but you can't do 130 a day. And just because they have access to cheap, affordable weapons that haven't been destroyed yet, they're going to be able to contest it for some time into the future.
Again, just like Pete said, this ain't in any time soon.
That's right.
They already got us saying that, even with their little Skeeto boats or what have you, it's going to be quite we can't control all the boats that go through there.
Comment I would make, Kelly, is eventually there's going to have to be a diplomatic agreement with Iran to reopen the straits.
Like I said, you're going to have to probably put your tail between your legs and cut some kind of deal, because we can't keep going on, because they're kicking our ass right now.
Some kind of an understanding.
But hold on, they're kicking our ass right now, but nobody's reporting that. Nobody's reporting it. This guy kind of is, isn't he? By saying we need to cut a deal, this guy kind of is.
Which will be in exchange for removing perhaps the blockade and some of the other pressure that we're putting on him now.
Yeah, it really is a thinly threaded needle here. And we're talking about implications. The stakes could not be higher when it comes to economic implications, geopolitical implications. Admiral, with your specific background, what do you think? Is there a way of breaking any sort of chokehold or deadlock in the Strait?
Yeah, Kelly and Tom, I know you're very familiar with negotiating with the Iranians. As I said, I think there's going to be
it's pretty much everything Pete said.
Yeah.
We're going to have to negotiate with them and probably take a lesser quality deal than what Trump is going to let people know. But we cannot continue this much. We have to cut a deal. We're at a breaking point.
Have to come to some kind of agreement to reopen it. It'll probably be reopened under new management with some kind of a face-saving toll or something, monetary contribution for the ships that pass through it eventually, in return for us, lifting the blockade that we have, and other things relative to financial sanctions on their POL industry and unfreezing some.
So anyway, I think that what this guy is saying aligns with pretty much what Pete,
the Admiral,
I know Pete said. Everybody's ribbing me about Pete. I got to tell you, I'm kind of a mark for Pete. If you've watched any of our, by the way, we dropped one yesterday that's already it's already outperforming the other 3, and it was Pete breaking down kind of the early stages of the cartel. We eventually break the cartel down even further in 2 different other podcasts that we got in the can, and 2 we have to do yet. But next, this particular, what dropped yesterday was Cartel 1, so to speak.
Yes.
Kind of the little scratch in the cartel. It's doing really, really, really well. Go to Deadly Intentions show on your YouTube or your Facebook or wherever, X. And more importantly, on the YouTube portion, please follow, subscribe. Doesn't cost nothing to do that. And more importantly, watch or listen to Deadly Intentions. We're on our 4th episode, and I'm still not like it didn't click as much as I'd interrupt and how often I said right and interjected too much. I'm still not. We're not at the week where I thought that I finally nailed it, which was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
No.
So please realize that I do flip a switch on one of these episodes, and I finally got it, and we're still not there yet. So I'm probably the weak link of the podcast, and I'm probably I gotta and I get better, but it's really hard for me to sit there and just say nothing. It's super hard for me to do that. Now I know how Gene Lasker feels. I just want to blurt in some stupid stuff, and I do all too often, but I'm getting better. Go watch it if you can. Deadly Intentions. I don't know where this came from. A deranged black girl has attacked the vehicle of a white woman, and Charlotte is an absolute shiz show, is it not? I mean, remember the African-American guy that was an illegal immigrant and he slashed the girl's throat? That was on the Charlotte Public Transit, right?
No, he was illegal. He was legal. He was just a black guy.
He was just a black guy that
killed the immigrant.
But he killed the immigrant girl.
Yes.
But he'd been arrested like 26 times.
Yeah.
And let go. And so Charlotte, every time we see some crazed type situation, especially when it comes to like a crazed black guy or black girl, it seems to be coming out of Charlotte. The victim said she was just visiting Charlotte, North Carolina, when a black woman rear-ended her, then drove in front of her, blocked her in, and got out and started kicking and hitting her vehicle. The suspect tried to yank the car door open, the handle as well, but thankfully the car was locked. The suspect then took off, leaving the car covered in dents and the couple terrified. I think this is where you can get your gun out and blow them away. If they're beating on your car and beating on your windshield, trying to get into you in a violent type way, I think you can smoke them. I think I think you can. I think you can smoke them because you're in fear of your life. Tell me you wouldn't be in fear of your life right now if this. Now, by the way, you didn't cause the wreck. She rear-ended you, then drove around you, pinned you in, and then came out and started doing this nonsense on the F-450. Tell me how long this would work.
Bap, 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 right through my window, right in the chest.
What's that?
Bap, bap, bap. 3 shots right in the chest.
Bust the window in my car.
Right now, boom, boom, boom. She'd hit the ground.
Watch.
Yeah, you wouldn't. She wouldn't do that more than one time.
Now she's just kicking my car over.
She got 3 shots in the chest right through my window. Yeah. Right there, boom, right there, right in the mouth.
Gene, settle.
Man, don't do. You don't.
Just settle down.
Don't do that to me.
I know, Gene. Nobody's gonna do it to you. Settle down. You're getting too into it, buddy.
Man,
back it down a notch.
I can see it happening.
Back it down a notch, kid.
No, she's cussing us and spitting all over my car.
Now she's spitting on the car.
Is she just getting drugs and alcohol, to your knowledge?
I have no idea. This woman's crazy. She hit my car in the traffic, and now she's coming out, and she's just beating the shit out of my car.
Oh, wow.
What's the color, make, and model of your vehicle?
2025 pearl white 4Runner.
I'd run her over right now.
Gene, we can't necessarily go with what you would do, okay? This is not a what would Gene do segment. We know how that would end. It would have ended about a minute ago.
Yes, sir.
Your name and a good number to reach you, ma'am.
Yes, it's Elizabeth Rodriguez, and now she's coming back to our car again. 828-449. 828-449.
I'm telling you right now.
I cut her number out. I didn't want to be responsible for doxing Willie. I cut her number out.
With me, do you know the closest cross-street or intersection? Because I do see you on Brookshire before 85, but what's the closer cross-street or intersection?
We're at the
Or are you directly at?
We're at the stop.
Anyway, yeah. How would that work out?
And we need to send Gene and Charlotte.
No.
Street justice with Gene.
No. Justice with Gene / Charlotte, North Carolina division. Justice with Gene.
Kevin Hazlett kicker.
Charlotte, North Carolina kicker.
Dude, I cannot imagine having my door pounded in like that.
Oh,
I can't.
I know. Let's do some words. I think we'll be wrapping it up here soon, right?
Yes, sir.
God, today flew. Gene, do you remember today's words?
Today's word is no.
What?
Gene, what are you, Gene? Gene?
Do you Kawasaki?
Not Kawasaki. That's
Kawasco. Kawasco.
No. Come on.
Kawasco.
Gene, you're supposed to write it down.
What are you looking at, Lummy?
I'm looking at how you wrote it.
Gene,
Kawasco. Listen, I'm never going to live there, so why worry about it?
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
We're at only 9:13 in the thumbs, and the show's over.
Gene, tell him.
I can't tell you the last time you didn't hit 1,000.
Come on, Gene.
They're lazy, man. I can't help they're lazy.
I know, but Gene, that looks bad on you. That makes you look like not the star that you are. They're fucking with you.
Gene, give the Chatamongas and tell them.
You better get them motivated.
Chatamongas, but I need like 100 of them in 5 minutes time here.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're really fucking hanging you out, bro.
Did good on the cash. Now see that.
Yeah, good
I
on the
know,
money,
but man, the thumbs is real lazy. It's free. Just hit the button.
I know. They're fucking you, bud.
I know.
They're poking you in the fucking chest right now.
Gene feel good for failing 4th grade test.
How do I get? Yeah, they're mad at me.
Oh, did you just minimize it?
No, I didn't minimize anything. It just popped over there. So
maybe if you say, "Man, come on, guys."
I know. We got to get over there to him and see him.
9:33. That's it.
Yeah, he's at 9. He's over 9:50.
I got 9:38.
Come on,
yeah,
guys.
Big E. I'm 85 thumbs short. Let's go.
No.
Now. 85 in 5 minutes.
Oh, there's no way. I mean, we don't have hardly any time left.
I know. Let's go with the thumbs up. Dirt Merchant's telling you right now, hit the button. 305 Express, go.
Wow.
They're saying that the back to school affected my thumbs up because they're laughing so damn hard that they can't get to the button.
That's kind of bullshit.
That's kind of bullshit. That's what I'm saying.
Trying to bamboozle you.
Yeah,
that's kind of bullshit.
Somebody.
That's kind of bullshit.
Yeah. I'm Joe Drifter. It says no thumbs for the 4th graders. That video was hilarious, Gene. What video was that? Of me in my garage? I didn't realize it was funny. Thumbs up, let's go, let's go. Hit the button. We didn't get no WNBA news. We get it every day. Shut up.
News alert out of Tampa when the jury has reached a news alert.
What did that theme assumption? How many did you get? I tried to tell him already, Gables. 1,000 likes.
Did I get 80 already?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, why are you guys so stupid?
I don't know
why
why they fuck with you.
I don't know. You do it on purpose? Tell them, Dirt Merchant, 1,000 by 9 o'clock and then just lay off the fingers. You know, whatever. Man, you all give me pressure.
Yeah, raising Gene's blood pressure. What's up, Johnny?
Bad enough I can't even read my own writing.
Broadcasting live
Filthy bastard!
from the den of sin. Just leave your morals at the door.
Yeah!
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Just an overview on the show today. Lasker attempted to do a fourth grade curriculum test. It went down to the wire, Lummy. If you got to admit, like, we're right there. I think we're right at where Gene's real great, like where he would score intellectually within the educational system. I think he's right there at fourth grade.
Except for that science.
Yeah, but I mean, I think at the end of the day,
plants are not science.
Well, yes, they are, Gene. They're part of life and part of common knowledge. So you have to know, like, these are just, you know.
Truthfully, swear to God, you'll say the truth. Did you know that answer?
Yeah.
Where the
photosynthesis?
She's such a liar. You are.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You can't even tell the truth right. Look at your face. I'm looking at your TV.
You're going to try to tell me that I didn't know what the process of photosynthesis was?
I'm telling you, you didn't know.
I would have passed that test.
The water goes through the root, and then what does it be? What the hell was that?
Big E, $25.
And I said,
you know, I didn't give you the correct answers because I'm for in fear I could use them again. But I'm going to go. The first answer was leaves. And the first answer was stem. How does a plant get its water from its roots?
I did say stem.
No, you didn't. No, you did. You said trunk. You said trunk.
That's the same thing as a stem.
No, it's not.
Oh, you're such baloney.
And then the second.
What do you know about plants?
And then the second part was how did they?
First time you ever even lived in the woods.
How did they?
City boy.
The second part of that you missed was leaves. You missed leaves too. I would have known both of those, Gene. I'm sorry.
I would have after you found it out.
Yeah. Well, that your test was fair and square, and unfortunately, you flunked your first week of fourth grade.
Yep.
And you know what? But Lummy, it's so close that you could see him winning it too.
Yeah, he started off good.
Yeah, so it'll eventually catch up. That he'll be able to put together 11 right 3 times in a row and get back up to 5th grade. But, Gene, quite frankly, I don't think that I think you're a 4th grader, which is okay. Like, even Kurt Morgan's like, hey, you're a modern day, Joe Dirt. Like, I saw you arguing with chat saying, hey, let me ask you a question. You may think I'm stupid, but what's a camshaft do to a motor?
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know how to index one?
Yeah. You know how to split the lift or what?
No, you don't know how to do any of that. You know how to check valve lash? You don't know how to do that either.
He bought gold 25 years ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, there you go. There you go.
1-843-6572. What does that mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
What do you mean? What do you
firing order for Chevrolet V8?
Yeah, the timing of the V8 Chevrolet.
You didn't tell. I couldn't hear the numbers you were saying.
I know you know.
Well, yeah, I do, but I don't know what we're talking. I mean, when you just blurt those numbers, I can say, "Hey, what do those numbers mean with regards to engines?" And be like, "Okay, that's a firing order of a Chevrolet 350, small block Chevy."
What's the firing order of a 6-cylinder, 1536-24?
Again, you're a savant on some stuff. Mechanical, but I mean, living life as a fourth grader is far more than just knowing about engines, buddy. You got to know about plants. You got to know about.
Why did we go from point systems and motors to HEI systems? Why did we do that?
I don't know, Gene.
Because the split overlap of the cam. If you burn the spark plug a little longer, you get better gas mileage.
Okay, all right, Gene. I mean, I can try to find
that.
Do you want me to find a fourth grade mechanical only question, or you? Can
I knew that in fourth grade.
Oh, no, you did not.
I knew how to put a 3-horse Briggs and Stratton on a 3-wheeler granny bicycle.
I understand, Gene. We're not arguing about what you know.
I knew to go to the junkyard and get a Craftsman mower, riding lawnmower, because they already had drilled holes in it, so you didn't have to drill them to make a chopper.
We're arguing about things that you already know.
I didn't learn about plants in fourth grade.
Well, you should have.
Why does a plant grow?
You
water it? I don't know.
Gene, it's overall knowledge of a human being.
What star's got a red light in the middle of it?
Yeah, it's a planet.
Planet. Well, what planet?
Which one does? Is it Saturn?
Jupiter.
Who the hell cares?
Okay, well,
we never go there. Starship Enterprise never went there.
Well, I think it was Mars as the red storm.
No, it was Saturn or Jupiter, one of the two. Yeah, what's closest to the sun? Which one's closest?
We are.
No,
we're not even.
No, we're not.
Who the hell's closer?
Have you
than
not
us?
heard the expression "third rock from the sun"?
I should have said that.
Well, no, that means that's Earth. We are on the third rock from the sun.
Oh,
there's a couple before us. 3. There's
well,
two. We're the third rocks. There's two planets that are closer to the sun than we are. Do you know what it is?
No, because I thought the moon was the closest thing to us. That's why we can only make it there.
Well, the moon is the closest thing to us.
I said the moon.
No, that's in our orbit.
Oh.
The moon is not a planet. It's in our orbit. We've never been outside humanly, we've never been outside of our orbit. We can't we're trying to get to Mars.
There's 2 planets before us.
Yeah, do you know what they are, Gene?
No.
Well, I mean, try to guess.
The North Star?
No, it's not the North Star, buddy.
The brightest thing we can see from land.
Whew.
It's a make of Ford and Lincoln. It's the middle brand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mercury?
Yeah.
And then there's one more.
Uh-huh.
Rhymes with penis.
It's a penis?
Rhymes with penis.
Venus?
See, Gene,
now, who the hell cares?
So, Gene,
what could you make $1 off of knowing that? I love you, Sarah.
In Mexico, the biggest cartel crackdown in over.
That's my cartel deal. Let me.
There we go.
I thought Macho was getting.
Cool.
I thought Macho was getting cute.
I thought he was throwing us off the air.
Yeah, no, I mean, because we're still about
4 minutes away.
40 seconds away.
Oh, really?
Before the first one hits, that hits at usually 9:57:37, and then the final one, the closeout, we have to be clear by 9:58:10.
Oh.
So I'm always looking at the clock as we're wrapping it up. I'm like, man, Macho's hitting me some early deal. But really, it was my Deadly Intentions podcast. It was running.
A fat finger problem?
No, it was just I had the internet potted up.
Oh, we always blame it on the internet, don't we?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Let me, Gene, right before we leave, by the way, you might want to say your love you to your lovely wife.
Yeah, I love you, Sarah.
And then do you remember what today's word was?
No.
Gene, how can you forget? We've done it all day today. Are you that ignorant?
Yeah. I got no reason to think about that. Sleep apnea.
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sorry, that was 1 week ago. What was?
Kawasaki.
What?
Kawasaki. Kawasaki.
No, that's today's.
Right.
Kosciuszko.
And the first one was. Let's just go with synthetic.
No, Gene.
It's easy to say. Striations.
Yes. Striations, my friend.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend, buddy.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian, Lummit.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter program.
Gene Lasker, voice of the people. Glad you get to hear me.
Gary Cantrell, video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire, of Council. Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repeat hello.